Somebody
All
has to have
right.
something they can.
We are recording.
All right. Hey.
Cool. Well, all my work in Streamlabs didn't pay off, so I'll go ahead and just close this out. I guess that's ready for later whenever I decide to do. You don't want to close now? There you go. There it goes. Okay. Well, balls.
Well, trial and error, man. Trial and error. We'll get there someday.
All right, let's delete that Facebook post I just made.
Like, never mind. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we can jump on one night
Kidding.
and just fuck around with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work too. Just screw around and see if we can get it to work.
Well,
Chris, have you ever done any of this?
Current driver. Download this driver and put it in. I'm like, that's too much work for me.
Yeah.
You've never streamed any
When I
of
have
those?
time.
I never had any reason to, so.
Fair.
All right, let's get this volume up so I can hear everyone. Okay.
Post.
Damn it. All right, here we go. Well, whoever was that may watch this later. I fucked up in the beginning, so there's that. I tried my damnedest. All right.
You did good.
I did okay. All right. So yeah, we'll catch everyone up. So you guys were all in jail at the very beginning. You got released by a gnome who said he came to find you, that it was kind of fated and divinated to find you here in this town, in this jail cell. And before you were fined or lost any fingers, he let you all out. Og, you were the wonderful guard that was there that ended up getting fired because you apparently spoke to the prisoners, and then I can't remember what the other thing, but it was the top two rules, and you broke them, so you got fired. You were recruited to go into a dragon's raid. There was a big force that was amassed that was going to draw the dragon out. The dragon Torlike, who's been a pain in everyone's ass for about 3 centuries, and they said we've had enough. So they've got warriors from all over the continent of Phteven to come and help out under the behest and under the money, let's say, of the Lady Shrewsbury. And so the gnome, who was Fabian Lufaloo, came and got you guys out and transported you to the forest right outside of I believe there were the Greenscale Mountains. And then all hell broke loose and people started fighting. The kobolds came out. You guys went in, did your thing in the cave, rescued some people, got some stuff. Our goblin friend was being passive aggressive and kicked a mimic, even though you all knew it was a mimic. You killed some baby dragons before you found out that Torlike was on his way back, and you hauled ass out. You all did fairly okay. Phteven went just balls to the wall and was the Flash and just fucking ran out. Nigel and Og did fairly well until they had a collision with each other. They still made it to the tree line before Torlike came back. However, Kallista, unfortunately, was the only one that didn't make it and turned around and locked eyes with this beast. And he won't really forget her face after everything that came down that day. So you guys have had 2 weeks from then until now. You've basically had a week at the Shrewsbury estate to do whatever you wanted to do. I kind of went with a bunch of you outside a game to figure out what you wanted to do, whether it was go look for something in particular, find out what you guys got out of Torlike's lair, pray, bathe for a week, whatever you wanted to do. So you guys can tell each other the fun stuff that you got if you want, while I get the pages that I need to for tonight's bullshit.
Okay. So Nigel's gems ended up just being plain ass gems. So he sold.
They're very rare and worth money. How dare you?
Yeah. So I sold them, and I got some gold out of that. The ring I got, it's a fancy ring. I don't really know what it does, but it does something about my movement. So I just got to put it on and start walking with it.
Yeah, he's wearing it, and he's getting attuned to it. I'm going to open up to that page so if it comes into play, I know what I'm talking about.
I have it listed as fancy ring.
Fancy ring.
I also went and talked to an artificer about my haunted hat, and they didn't know anything about it, and they think it might have been bonded by something. Seemingly, I'm starting to think that dark magic was involved with my hat of holding.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was Nigel.
Okay. Well, Phteven, after everything was going on, when we ran out and we were running towards the woods, and I thought everyone was all together, and I got to the woods and turned around and saw nobody there. And then I watched as you guys were struggling to get back, and then I saw Kallista fall, and I started to get Stephen started to get worried, and when we traveled back and got back to the Shrewsbury estate, he started to feel guilty, and he started to think about the conversations he had in the dungeon and in doing what we did, and how he spoke with Nigel, and he knew that 99% that was a mimic, but he was just doing it to spite Nigel because of the conversation they had before when they wanted to try and save the Griffins. And that's not who he is. There was something about Nigel that brought the worst out of him. So Phteven spent a lot of time the first few days praying and trying to reconcile for his actions. This disfiguration that he now has on the side of his face, he feels as it was more of a he deserved it for the way he was acting. It was his god Helm, almost in a way showing him that you're not acting the way that I'm showing you how to be. You're not being as forgiving as you need to be, and you need to repent for this. And because you did what you haven't been taught, and you need to take this and wear this as not a badge of courage, but almost you wear it as penance to reconcile for what you've done. And it's already a struggle for you to talk with people and to make friends just because you are a goblin, but now it's going to be even harder, and you're going to have to work to earn everyone's respect and earn their favor again. And after he was done with that, he went to find out what his javelin was. It was he ended up going to see the artificer, and she was able to determine that it was a javelin of lightning. And he's only 3'9", and this is a pretty large item, but he's been practicing with it and trying to see how he can move around with it. And that's basically what he's been doing these last couple weeks, is just kind of repenting for what he feels was poor acts in the way he was treating his party that finally accepted him to a point. And that's where Phteven was at.
Well, Kallista spent a little time on the estate, and she talked to the local wizard, flirted with him a little bit, but that didn't go that well. And she found out that the scroll that she got was a 9th level meteor swarm spell, which is way too powerful for her to use at the moment. So yeah, and then she also went off site to go find a magic shop, and she found a guy named Drifter, Tabaxi Drifter, and tried to get an evaluation for the pendant, which turned out to be it's a necklace. It's not special. It's just a necklace. But she did get like a locator spell, like his business card, to go back to him, so I can do business with him in the future, potentially.
Good deal.
You also got yelled at by the crotchety wizard.
I flirted with him. He didn't like it, but I flirted with him.
By your his time.
He wasn't very nice. Not very personable.
He's crotchety. He ain't got time for shit.
Okay.
Og, what'd you do?
So Og spent some time trying to get reacquainted with his axe. Unfortunately, he was not able to gain his full proficiency back yet.
He's working on it. Oh yeah, for everyone, Og crit failed very badly and completely forgot how to use his main weapon. So he spent the week trying to relearn that bitch. Attempt to be better with it. But so he doesn't have his full proficiency, but he does get +1 with it. So he's working on it.
Okay.
I went to an artificer about the kind of like the pendant with like a cap on it that had some kind of liquid in it, and it is a filter of love. It's essentially a potion that will charm anyone who drinks it for 1 hour.
Oh.
Ooh.
Nice.
So yeah, not super useful for Og necessarily, but a cool item nonetheless.
It'll work no matter what. It doesn't say there's a saving throw on it, so you give that to someone, they're going to be infatuated with Og.
For an hour.
If they aren't already, exactly. So you guys have spent a decent amount of time on the estate. It's pretty big, not only just because there's this big force there of all these people accumulated. They've been getting this ready for years. It's a pretty big estate in general, but they have a blacksmith on hand. They have an artificer. The artificer and the alchemist are the same. Some of you guys went and saw her, little Miss Eliwick Knuckle Stamp. She's the character. And then the wizard that Kallista went and saw is Jimson Firmhand. And he's kind of a crotchety dwarf, very powerful wizard, but he's half deaf, and so that's probably why he's angry a lot, because he can't hear anything. There's a stable hand and a gardener that you've seen roaming around. There's a Fearbolg. There's a guy that kind of handles the financials and things like that. Phteven is of course there, the gnome that recruited you guys. The Lady Shrewberry's high advisor, but they've got pretty much everything you could want. There's chefs, there's all this stuff. So, but the main people that you guys interacted with outside is Kallista went and saw Jimson. I believe she was the only one that went and saw him, and then everyone else pretty much went and saw Eliwick for doing that. So, and gnomes are kind of inventing types, so they're going around. She had a bunch of things. Someone, I forgot who it was, someone went there and she had something just exploded. Og went there and she had these like gigantic magnifying goggles on, like searching around trying to find something because a potion of reduction spilled on some of her shit and she was trying to find it. So she was just all over there. She thought Og was hitting on her for a second because he brought her his love potion. She was blushed. So that's where you guys are. So again, about a week has passed. You've been practicing with weapons, checking things out, been in redemption prayer, checking out this traveling merchant. Drifter, I believe, Kallista, would you have shared the information about Drifter with everyone else, or are you keeping that to yourself?
I would have. Yes.
Okay. So Drifter is a traveling merchant. He's a male tabaxi. And he had some, he's very well renowned. He has
Is that a cat person?
Cat person, yes. Tabaxi is basically a humanoid cat person. And he's got a very well-renowned shop. Kallista did a very good role to find this shop, but because he's not always in the same place, and Kallista in particular has something that he wants real bad, he gave her a card that's basically kind of like a locator spell in itself. So if you take that card and put it up to a map, you will find where he is at that point. So he's pretty easy to find if we have some downtime and you guys want to go see Drifter. So.
Nice.
He is acquainted with Kallista, not with all you other guys. So if you guys want to go see him, either on your own or I'll go with that. Yeah, Drifter.
Oh,
yes, sir.
One thing I forgot is so have we gotten paid anything yet for the job, or can we?
Not yet.
So
not yet. You guys got what you got out of the lair. And what is going to be happening now is like everything, like everyone wanted downtime. No one has left. They've said, please take your time, mourn, heal, whatever you need to do. And then there was going to be this big kind of banquet, procession, remembrance, everything that's going on tonight. And that's where you guys are going to be headed.
Okay.
Okay. Would it be possible for me to grab a longsword, or would I need to wait till I got paid to purchase one?
You can. I mean, you can visit either the blacksmith, or you can try to do some sort of trade with any of the other, warriors or people that are around. I don't know how much money you have on hand at the moment.
I don't think we ever did any rolls or anything for it, so it'd probably be whatever would be standard. I don't think
Standard,
I'm
I think, is
necessarily Mr. Moneybags. So
Yeah, I mean, you can go to the blacksmith and see if you can have/borrow a sword, or you can go try to trade. It's whatever
I'll
you
wait until we get paid.
wait. Okay.
It's more laziness on my part because I don't want to have to remember exactly how much I have to take off of my rolls each time I attack. And right now,
So you get better at it, yeah.
Until I get my full proficiency back on the battle axe, so I can do the exact same rolls with a longsword.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that if Og is a little depressed and wants to trade in a weapon at the blacksmith, like you'd rather have a longsword than your battle axe, that's fine. I mean, there's no reason for them to say no if you're just trading up a weapon that's in good condition.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that then. I can always
let's just say
battle axe back then.
Okay.
Eventually, so.
Cool. Okay. So today is the day where you guys basically the entirety of like the assaulting force is going to congregate on the Shrewsbury estate and have this big thing. You're going to get paid. You're going to get all this stuff. You're going to see everyone, ask any questions, whatever you want. So as I said, the estate is pretty large. Like there's the main house, which is big in itself, the stable that's next to it, and all the adjoining houses for staff and the kitchen and things like that. There's a very large garden. There is, again, stuff that's set up for a blacksmith, for, there are things that look newer that were just changed up or built for all this extra stuff. Like Eliwick has her own place, Phteven has his own place, Jimson has his own little ramshackle place. But the one thing that you notice the first time you got there, and it's always been there, and you've only heard like a little bit of what it is, but you've never been inside, is there's this gigantic tree. It is about, see here, I had the description saved on here in case I couldn't bring it up on my computer. So it's a gargantuan elder tree that stands right in kind of in the middle of the Shrewsbury estate, at the back of like all of like the main road that leads in. It's like all the way at the back. It's probably about 15 to 18 stories tall, from what you can tell. Like it is huge. The main entryway is just a big, huge double wooden doors. The doors themselves are about 1 story high, and they're pretty damn thick. They're elaborately decorated with images of leaves, vines, and the Shrewsbury crest, which is a falcon clutching a spear and an elderberry branch. One on each hand, or one on each talon. So you guys are walking up to this. Everyone you can see is kind of going, like everyone's just kind of in a main thing. Are you all in the same group? Are you going there, like did you meet up to go, or are you going on your own?
Same group?
I would say I would have found them after my prayer. Phteven would have found somebody. I think he would have wanted to find Nigel anyways to apologize for my actions.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Nigel, I wanted to, before we get moving too much, I wanted to, I feel like I acted a little bit rash in the cave, and my actions were not who I am as a person. Everyone sees you.
It's understandable. You get with a group, there's already a dynamic there, and then you feel like you want to show off a little bit. I totally understand.
Correct.
It's fine.
Correct.
The next one will go much smoother next time.
As this is going on, you hear from like behind you coming up, you hear a "Do my eyes deceive me?" and then kind of a running, and Nigel, make a strength save.
All right. 19. Oh my God, you're the best wife ever. 19 plus 1, 20. Dirty 20.
Well, you get you feel 2 arms wrap around you and just get like all the way around you and bring you in and pick you up off the ground, and then just laughter, like big, just like guttural, just like, it is you. And everyone else, you see this little dwarf run up and just fucking bear hug Nigel and pick him up, and he's giving him like one of these. He's just so happy. And he goes, "Oh, my friend, you left so quickly before. I didn't think I'd see you again." And he put you down and he spins you around, and you see a dwarf that you recognize, Kallista, you recognize, that was in the underground racetrack with you guys. On the only other team you interacted with, which is Baylor, and he's just like he's like got full armor on. He's got a big maul strapped to his back. He just looks like he's grinning from ear to ear, laughing. And he goes, and actually, once you hear him talk, Kallista and Nigel, you guys know that this is the guy that was giving the big Braveheart speech before you ran in.
Okay.
With things. So he was in the thick of it. He goes, "My goodness, I did not know that you were part of the battle. How did you fare?"
Okay-ish. We survived. We did our part.
"Oh yes, it was most glorious. Oh, it was wonderful. Tempest was with everyone. He was with me in particular. How many did you kill?"
4-ish? I know we killed some baby dragons, though.
Starts laughing and 4! Oh, my wee penguin man. Well, yes, you did try.
You know, we do our best. We were really more of a snatch and grab group than a murder everyone we could see party.
He kind of stops right and goes, "Oh, you were the infiltration team?"
Mm-hmm.
We were.
He laughs again, just like almost like he's just like clutching his stomach. Oh, wonderful. I can't wait you'll have to tell me stories later of what you encountered. But now we must feast and drink and be merry. And he just starts going and catches up with his crew. You see 2 little gnomes walking with him, and he catches up with.
It's double trouble. No.
He says, "Moradine be with you," as he turns around and goes.
Les, are you dipping your taquitos in salsa?
Yeah.
I thought it was pickles and peanut butter for a second.
No. This is pickle salsa.
Okay, then.
You guys are weird.
Right.
Shit's weird in the South, bud.
Yeah, I can see that.
Og and Phteven, you weren't here for this, but we did a bunch of one-shots before this, and essentially Baylor was from their little Fast and the Furious themed one-shot where they were doing flail snail races, and that's actually where they acquired.
His.
Where's my snail?
Oh yeah, you
never asked, so you're going to the banquet, sucker.
Oh no.
Figure out that snail later, you selfish piece of shit. So worried about what's going to happen to Snail when we leave the jail. You had a week to ask about Snail. You had a week to ask me about Snail. You didn't say shit.
Snail was your friend. You were supposed to check on him. He doesn't like me.
Yeah. Animal handling disadvantage next time, you bastard. I was waiting for it. You guys never did. I was like, we'll get to Snail later. We'll see if he's alive. We'll see if you're eating him when you go to the banquet hall.
No.
Cool.
Not
Phteven
that wouldn't. That's a delicacy.
I know
to
things
Phteven.
about Snail that you don't. I'm not going to do that to you. Okay. So, yeah, you guys walk in through the big doors, and it is like as big as it was outside. You go in, and it is just like it's immaculate, just with what it is. It's basically like you look up and you see like how tall this thing is. It's almost all the way hollowed out. There's no way that someone did this by hand. Like this is not like a man like, oh, there's a big tree, let's go and do that. If someone had done this to it, like they would have killed this tree. Like it's just like somehow
It's still alive?
It's still alive. Oh yeah. Yeah, this tree is still alive. And you start looking around, you see this amazing, wow, and there are a couple like staircases like going up, one on each side, and you look up and you notice like balconies that like go off as the stairs go. You can't really tell where they go to, and it just goes. You can't see all the way up for what is there. But as you're going, you also kind of notice like the doors, after everyone's in, the doors shut behind you guys, and you expect it to be dark because like no one has torches. No one's like throwing off light spells. Like nothing's going on. But you look around and you can see just fine. Like no dark vision or anything. You're like,
And
where's?
inside a tree.
You're inside the tree. Like doors are shut and this
No
gargantuan tree.
windows.
Where's the light coming through? There are no windows. There are no windows in here. They're just like, that's strange and interesting.
Odd.
So yeah, don't really know how, but everyone like, and there's no like sconces with torches lit. Like no one's gonna light torches inside this giant fucking tree. You know, it's just like light is there. You're like, huh, you guys kind of taking it in. And you walk in to the main. So it's a big open area. Things are going up, but the main part of this tree is this giant kind of banquet hall, dining hall. It could function as other things. It could be a war room. It could be a pit, fighting den, whatever you want it to be. But right now it's set up just tables, chairs all around. There's like feasts set up on the sides. It's buffet style, so you can go up and get seconds and whatever you want. You can use the same. They don't have any rules that way. And like it's open seating. You guys can sit wherever you want. Everything's pretty standard, except at the very like far end, there is a platform. There's like a raised platform, and there is a very long table that is there. There are 13 seats and places at this table, with the one in the center being like a main kind of like more immaculate, almost throne. It's not quite just like giant, Game of Thrones Iron Throne or anything like that, but it's just a very elaborate, much larger seat that you can guess is probably going to be for Lady Shrewsbury. You're up there, and put that book down.
Are there people in these seats, or is this table vacant?
Yes, that's what I was looking for to make sure that I'm saying this correctly. So there are 13 seats that are there, with the one in the center, which is mainly for Lady Shrewsbury. There are 7 people sitting, not necessarily like side by side, but just up at the table. There are 5 seats open, other than the one in the center. So there's this center one, and then there are 12 other seats, and there's 7 people there currently, from what you can see.
Are any of the people we rescued in here?
Roll that perception.
May I roll as well?
Everyone can roll. Anyone that wants to know anything about what's around, who's around, what you see, what you don't see.
Dirty 20.
Ooh. 18,
17.
Okay, I got 19 was the highest.
No,
Dirty 20.
dirty 20.
And Nigel, what'd you have?
You're
You're
muted.
muted.
Aw, Nigel, you muted yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had 13.
All right, so Nigel's just really trying to figure out what's going on with the light. Why is there light? 19, Kallista. So you guys see, what are you guys looking at? So Og, you wanted to see if there's anyone that you rescued that's in here?
Yeah, if any of the people we rescued are in
Gotcha.
here.
So yeah, there was the cleric, and then there was the woman that you rescued. It was Elora and whatever the woman's name was. It's gonna be in here.
Geneville.
Annabelle Jones. Elora.
Jones. Yeah, so Geneville and Elora. No, they're not here. I mean, you kind of scan the room and look around. It looks like you see a lot of the same faces and people you saw either like waiting when you were at the tree line or mid-battle when you're going through. Like you see Eric Coker, you see Tabaxi, you see some gnomes, you see Gore, you see Baylor with his 2 little gnomes over there. You see some turtles.
Portals?
You see some turtles. There's like a bunch of mixed races. There's like a couple tieflings mixed in. There's some humans. There's a Goliath or 2.
Is
Just in like the general like area sitting.
Do you have penguins?
No penguins. No, you're one of a kind, sir. I mean, there are other Aarakocra, but they're
The search continues.
I'm looking for. Do I see Wongo or?
yeah, you see Wongo.
Okay,
They're
like
like
up at the table, like.
Rolls.
And then we were originally tasked to this by Phteven Lufalu, Is he by chance at this?
You don't see him in here right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the guy that wanted to kill Nigel and Kallista?
Metzger.
Oh, is Metzger here?
Oh, Metzger. I got that guy.
I'm gonna let a perception go for just Nigel and Kallista. If they see
Because
him.
I'm still going, who the fuck is Metzger?
I got a let's see here, perception. I got a 21.
21. Kallista's shaking
Six.
her head. 6.
6.
Nigel's good at looking for
I'm looking
people
for someone to
that are
flirt
trying-
with,
that are trying
apparently.
to kill
Yeah,
him.
there's someone that's angry at me.
Do we have any enemies here? You look around Kallista as soon as, I would say it's not even registering to you. Nigel, with that high roll, you're just like, and you start looking around and scanning the corners. You don't see him.
Okay. We don't have any enemies here, surprisingly, Kallista.
Hi.
Hey there, naked boy.
Oh, buddy. Naked baby. Hi,
Hey.
Zoe.
Love you. Watch out, sir. I don't have my headset, so you don't need to come up here. All right, say hi to everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes, it is. It's coming up. Go on. Close that door for me. Would you?
Good night.
Thank you. Love you.
Is there anyone giving us the stink eye or like stare down? Anything? Anyone like paying special attention to us at all?
Well, any room that I walk in, people pay attention to me.
Yeah,
But
same
other
here.
than that,
Nigel's
Same here. You got a
one
goblin with a scarf
Yeah, Nigel
deformity.
sees one stink eye. It's from a little 15-year-old that's sitting at a table eating some crackers.
That Quentin, that
Is
asshole.
Quentin up at the front?
He sees you coming in, he just, but he doesn't get up, he doesn't say anything.
Oh. look, there's our friend Quentin. Let's go say hi. So I'm going to waddle over there.
Is he at the front
Walking towards
at the
it?
head table?
No, he's not at the head table.
Okay.
Oh,
Is there
Ron's
anyone that
helping
we
himself
recognize
to
at the
the
head
buffet.
table?
Well, wait a minute. First off, Nigel, you're walking towards Quentin.
Yeah, he's my friend.
Yeah, he sees you coming and he just gets up and starts walking the opposite direction.
So then I just start walking faster.
He's goes.
It just, well,
You
So,
keep following him.
Quentin, wait up! You didn't see. It's me, your friend Nigel.
He just stops and finally turns around and goes, "What do you want?"
How'd you fare with the dragon at the end? We didn't see you.
Oh, when I did your job for you? Oh, yeah, I did great. Are we done?
Oh, that was mean.
So is failing to do what you were going to be paid to do. Can I go?
We didn't necessarily fail. We
Cool,
more.
cool. See ya, bye. And he walks away.
Jade.
what a dick.
You're going on the list.
What a dick.
So
You're
I pull
going
out my
on the
hat,
list.
I reach in,
Enemies
I
list.
grab a long list of names and put that into the bottom of it. Up at the very top, it says Nigel's fuck list.
Nigel's fuck list? Like to fuck?
Fuck that guy.
Oh, okay.
You might want to
Clarify.
that.
Clarification.
want to fix the name on that, yeah. Adjust the title a little bit.
It makes sense.
Quentin.
That's all I
We'll
care
meet up later.
It's
Kallista,
like a burn book, but a scroll.
you want to know if you recognize anyone at the head table?
Yes.
Everyone roll history.
His story. Her story. His story. Fucking 11.
2.
Oh.
18.
15.
Okay. 18. I will say, let's see here. Phteven, you recognize there is an Aarakocra up there that's in pretty heavy armor. That is Khazar, who is, you recognize them as being another paladin just from looking at the adornment on their armor, things like that. You've heard some stories about her, just as far as how devout she is and her good deeds and things like that, but nothing like you've never met her. You've never seen her
What
until
god?
now, but you're probably just like, that's probably who that is.
Would I know what god she worships?
You will have to do a, what is that, religion check for me.
Come on, give me a good roll. 17.
17. Yeah, there is a so the symbol you recognize is their hands that are bound at the wrist with a red cord, and that's a symbol of Ilmater, who is the god of endurance.
Okay.
So yeah, you recognize it. You don't know a whole lot about that, but yeah, that's who you recognize. And what was the next highest? 15?
Yes.
You have an idea. There's a Triton sitting up there. The name is not quite coming to you, but you know, you've heard stories of a very, very capable, almost infamous thief that was a Triton that's done some pretty gnarly shit. But their name's not coming to you. You can't recall it.
Okay. So I'm like a little like he's done things.
Yes. He's got that air about him.
These guys, and these are all at the head table?
They're all at the head table. Yeah, there are two. So those are the two you recognize. There are 5 others up there. Just from looking as you've been going around, you can tell there's a Goliath. So there's the Aarakocra, there's a Triton, there's a Goliath, there's an elf, there is a turtle up there, and there's someone else up there. It looks like a human, but something is just like that seems something a little more. Okay. All right. Thank you. Love you. Yeah. So there's a human-looking person up there, but it's like something might be a little more than meets the eye on that one.
Well, let's go sit down at a table.
Now I'm switching to whiskey.
Nigel does want to have his back to the wall. That's all he really cares about.
Okay. I mean, you're not going to have your back straight up to a wall. They're kind of in the center, and all the food.
I got you.
Along the sides.
I just want to be able to see an exit.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Are you guys all going to sit together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hog's definitely like helping himself to the buffet.
I'll stay with my friends.
Okay, it's like we just kind of turn around, Og's gone, and he's eating. Is that just pretty much what happened there?
You're by yourself. You ran after Quentin. You're in there. You're alone right now, Nigel.
Oh, yeah. I go find my
hey, buddy. You turn around. You're like, guys.
It was very good.
Yeah, you find each other. You sit down. You're on a seat. Everything's cool. So, you're there for a while. Everyone's eating. Everyone's up the front. The 5 chairs that are empty do not get filled, but they still have places there. They're like goblets. Like people are going around like filling the goblets, but they remain empty. You guys are eating for a while, and then eventually kind of a nice little courtesy like bell rings, not like a gong, like a gong or anything, which is like, and everyone at the front table kind of stands up. And
I stand. I take
stand up too.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand.
Okay.
The room stands. I'm gonna stand with them.
Yeah, everyone's standing. Everyone stands up, and then you see, you hear some footsteps, kind of click, 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 click. You can't see because everyone's standing up. And then going up the stairs, you finally see Phteven like coming up to that platform, and behind him is a very wealthy-looking human woman that's behind him, and she goes up. She's walking behind everyone, and she gets to that center chair, and Phteven just kind of helps pull it out for her. And she sits down. No, I'm sorry, she doesn't sit down yet. She stands there. So she's at that middle center like throne, and you can tell pretty much right away from what you've gleaned from the throne itself that is the Lady Shrewsbury. This is the first time you guys have seen her. So she's a fairly ordinary looking human woman. She's got kind of, dark blonde hair, looks gorgeous, like top 10 like female women you've seen in your life, gorgeous. She's not super old, like you'd probably say she's about in her like early 40s. And just like very well adorned, has some like her hair ticked back and some like jewel, like encrusted jewel, like hair pieces and things going up. Just very, very nice. If you guys want to know anything else about her, we can touch on that now, or we can do it later. It's up to you. Like things that you have just know about her, either from asking around the estate or that you've heard about her or her family.
So
Like
she's the
to
one that hired us.
She's the one that orchestrated this whole thing. Yep,
the resistance against Torlak and getting everybody
pretty much.
organized and
Well, since we're asking questions, everyone roll history for me, and I'll feed you some info.
13.
12.
ooh, Big
12.
10. Big 10. I'm
Right,
done today.
13, 10, 12. What was the other?
Right at 12.
12. Okay. Yeah, you guys. I mean, other than the fact that this is like the wealthiest family on this continent, you know that they've got their wealth from like trading. They have like a fleet of merchant vessels, ships, things like that. They've been around for probably about 6 generations of their family, and she is not married. She's single.
Ew.
So that's all you are aware of with those roles.
Okay.
So she is up and she's standing for a second, and she just kind of looks around and she says, first and foremost, I would like to thank everyone in this room for their help. We did something that no one would have dreamed possible 2 weeks ago. We took the biggest threat that this continent has ever known, and we essentially stopped it. We 100% weakened it, and I am happy to announce that in the time that everyone has returned here, Torlak has not been seen or heard of. None of his agents have had any doings outside of his lair, and certain things and people that we thought were lost forever have been returned. So from the bottom of my heart, thank all of you. And she says, please eat, and sits down. And everyone sits down and starts eating. So sit down, meal's going on, everyone's stuffing their faces, and go back for seconds, thirds. How are you guys doing? Are you just like in full celebration mode? Are you like, what's the general feel of what's going on here?
Oh, so we're in Nigel's peak environment, so he's pretty much entertaining as many people as he possibly can.
Yeah, I picture Nigel doing like little sleight of hand.
Oh yeah. We're doing a little bit of like 3-card Monty, but nobody's really losing any money. It's all for good fun. That kind of stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think Og's just enjoying just eating and drinking.
Yeah, there's music, like people like beautiful music going around, like wine is plentiful, mead, liquor, whatever you want is there. Food aplenty. You see, everyone's having a good time. You see like an assortment of people that are like hurt, like the people on the front, like there are bandages, there are slings. People have definitely got like just fucked up in various ways. 1 or 2 people you see are like missing a limb, but like everyone's real happy. Everyone is stable, just recovering as best they can, but generally in good spirits and having a good time.
I'm a little uneasy because the way that she's phrased it, it makes it sound like Torlak's beaten, but we know he's not.
No, especially with the way he looked at you. I mean, did we all see the look he gave to her kind of thing, or is it this something?
I mean, she's tried to. I would assume Kallista tried to tell you guys
Mhm.
what it was like when he came out and he like was chasing you guys out and got outside. Like he looked like he was pretty worse for wear. Like he
Mhm.
took some real bad hits. He was in a fight. Like he was in a fight. And he just looked enraged and upset and just everything. And he like, because at that point, like he was just fighting 12 people, right? He was fighting all the heroes that decided to come out and do this. And when he came back and saw like what had happened in his house, essentially, and tried to find out who it was, Kallista was the only one he saw.
Okay. He's planning
So,
something.
I'm a little uneasy knowing that he's still cooking, and they seem very celebratory for a situation that hasn't been fully taken care
extra
of.
roles when like resting and doing certain things that
Okay.
we'll get to later.
Extra what?
You're gonna have some extra roles,
Rolls.
yes, on certain things as we get to them. I'll announce them. Don't worry.
Oh, good. Hooray.
And Phteven is just kind of hanging out. I mean, he's eating, he's enjoying the food, but he keeps like he's putting on a good face for everybody, and he's done one step as apologizing to Nigel, but he's really still down on himself because of this disfiguration. He knows that it's going to be harder for him to talk to people, so he's looking as he's eating. He's trying to look up at what's the face? You just say Kazar.
Oh, okay.
He's looking for an opportunity. He doesn't want to interrupt her eating. He doesn't want to like come up with the wrong opportunity. But he does want to go try to talk to her.
Noticing the goblin looking down at his plate, looking up at this glorious arrow coke for a paladin, and decides, you know what? I'm gonna get this goblin laid. So then he's going to try like wingman him over to this paladin.
Oh.
All right. So you're trying to lead him along.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
All right. You guys stand up. Well, first off, Stephen, do you let him take you where he's trying to take you?
I'm just trying to find. I know what you're trying to do. I see you noticing. I want the right opportunity.
You got to make opportunity. Grab us by the throat and tear it out.
As that's happening, a little gnome strolls up and it's kind of like slaps you in the back, Stephen. Yes,
Okay.
goes, why the long face? Come on, man, it's a party. It's Eliwick.
Oh, it's hey.
In her hand. She's got 2 drinks in her hand. She's like, I've been seeing you over here moping. Come on, have a drink. It's a party.
Oh, I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying the food, and I'm trying to. I don't know. I want to try to.
I want you to drink this and have a good time. Here you go.
Oh, all right. And he grabs it.
She gives
Cheers.
You and then
Slams
as she turns to walk away, she winks at Og.
I just kind of blinks
like,
again a few times.
You sly dog, Og. You destroy her, but yeah, well played.
So
Right.
I get the I take the drink, I slam it, and I give a look to Nigel, and I look up can I do one more perception check to see if I notice if it's a good time or not before I walk up?
No, because it's not a good time. Everyone starts standing up again.
Okay, as I go to stand up, I see everyone stand up, and I'm going,
standing up.
Okay,
Everyone stands up and you go,
oh, yep, let's stand, everybody.
You look, and you notice that Lady Shrewsbury is standing again, and everyone is standing, and there's a little courtesy bell again that happens, and she just says, "I'm happy that everyone is enjoying themselves. I'm happy that everyone is rested and healing, and enjoying your success, because you should. This is a victory, and you should absolutely be happy. But at this point, we do need to take a moment and acknowledge those that are not here to celebrate with us." And she brings out a list or Phteven gives her a list, and basically she just starts saying, like, speaking out names, going through, and just saying everyone that lost their lives in this.
Is there sad music playing too, like Kate McLaughlin? You know, like that sad, like pet thing, like in the eyes of...
No, there's no
Sarah
music.
McLachlan, not Kate.
Sorry.
No, there's no music. It's just silence. She's saying a name, giving a second, moving on to the next one.
Can I use my wand of conducting to make sad music start playing?
I don't know. Do you?
No. No, I don't. I want to, but that's not what
I
not
know
do.
you want to. Do you?
No, I don't. I
Okay.
want to,
Okay.
but I shouldn't. So no.
This is why I ask. Okay. All right. When a couple names get read, you notice that a couple of the people at that head table kind of shift, like those names hit a little harder. Where are they?
At the head table?
At the head table, yeah.
Okay.
And then she gets to the end of it and rolls it up and just says, for those who are not here to celebrate with us, we give thanks and we remember. And she raises her glass, everyone raises a glass, give a little toast.
Yes.
And that's it. She sits back down. And she kind of goes over and motions, and Phteven comes up and she mumbles, and he's been making his way around the tables, like through all this stuff too, chatting with people. But he was back up there during this, and she kind of motions and says something to him. And he's coming down, and he goes to a couple different tables, and then he beelines for your table. And he just comes up and says,
Well, I'm sure that you have been wondering, as everyone has, about your rewards that I promised when we met 2 weeks ago in that very unsavory prison. So the Lady Shrewsbury is going to call up groups. We ask that you wait, please, until everyone is gone, and then we will address you with your rewards and a request.
and he gives you a little bow, and he walks away.
Whoa! What are we? Are we some sort of? Are you shame paying us?
No, he's not listening. He's gone.
Again, Nigel takes his hat off, reaches into his hat.
Yeah, what's his name, Les?
Phteven.
No? No. Meow, meow, meow.
I give him an elbow and I go, Phteven.
Phteven.
Fantasy
Yes.
gnome. Fantasy-
Cleveland Loofaloo.
That's his name. So, so yeah, you guys, you sit there, and the people, the main people at the table start getting up. Like the main table, like the big baddies, get up and start leaving.
Okay. I pull out a deck of cards and start just playing solitaire, waiting for everyone.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
You lose a lot. You,
You're
people
really
going
bad
up,
at it somehow.
You notice that you can't really tell like what is being said because they get like right up, like Lady Shrewsbury comes down and is speaking to everyone, and some people are getting sacks, some people are getting like almost like bedrolls rolled up and presented to them and going through and doing all that stuff. And then finally, after about, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes, because it's a big group that was in there, you guys are the only ones left. And she says something to Phteven, and he motions to you guys to come up. It's your turn.
I
Yeah, I
head
get
right
up.
up to her,
I
very
go.
respectfully.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He meets you before you get to her and just says,
Thank you for waiting. Please be respectful to the Lady Shrewsbury. She will give you your rewards, and she does have a request that you are not bound to by any means, but it is something that she does feel after your performance 2 weeks ago, that this is something that you would be suited towards.
and then he just backs up and gives you a motion.
Thanks,
So-
Caleb.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you walk up, and she greets you all. She gives you not a deep bow, but a little respectful thing. She just says, "Friends, thank you so much for everything that you have done. I have been told over the last week of your accomplishments and what you have done for us in this endeavor. I understand that there were, in fact, spawns of Torlek that you took care of. Is that correct?"
Yes, it is.
Yes, yes, my lady,
Yes.
that is correct.
That it's an unfortunate thing whenever something dies, whether it be a beast, a person, but in this case, I think it is very safe to say that it was something that needed to happen. So if you encountered any hesitancy in this, if you felt any regret, I just hope that you know that this was for the greater good. As far as payment goes, I'm sure, I mean, money clearly is something that speaks for everyone, but I wanted to give you the opportunity that if there was something in particular that you were hoping for because of what we've accomplished, that you can feel free to ask of me. Again, if money is what you wish, it is ready. I'm happy to present it. If there is something else that you desire, please let me know.
If you have anything that enables a person to change their appearance completely, that would be very helpful, because as we were leaving Torlek's lair, he saw me. He made eye contact with me. He would recognize me. And I would like some way to disguise myself in the future should we encounter him again.
Yes, I heard that though he was very badly injured, he was not slain,
He was
and that
not.
he did make his presence known as everyone retreated. So he saw you.
He saw me. Not the rest of the party, as I don't believe, but he definitely saw me.
She is kind of like takes and goes, "Oh, yes. Changing your appearance, is this something you would wish permanently? Is this something you would wish for perhaps illusory?"
Illusory would be acceptable. Something that I could potentially adopt a different appearance when I may encounter him, but be myself elsewise.
Okay. She says, "Yes, I'm not aware of anything right now that I possess that could accomplish that. However, I will bring it to Gemson's attention, and I will absolutely ask Eliwick. She's brilliant, and I have the most faith in both of them that they could potentially find something to suit your needs. I will give that to them, and they can try to accommodate if that is what you desire."
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
She's who's next?
Phteven will go. He gives a slight bow. Phteven Nightmorn, your lady. There is nothing in this world that I wish. I will take payment in coin.
Okay. She says, if that is what you wish, and she gestures, and one of her attendants brings out a fairly hefty bag and hands it towards you.
Okay. And I accept.
Guess Og will go next. Og, does like a decent bow best he can.
Like an awkward, like he's wondering how low he should go.
Yes. But doesn't want to go so low that he falls over. So.
Yeah.
But then he says, Og, simple man, coin is fine.
As you wish. And again, another attendant comes out with a big bag and holds it out to you.
Okay, I accept.
Okay. All right.
Well, here we go.
Madam,
Okay.
now this might come as a great surprise to you, but I am not actually a true wizard. I know. Mind-breaking, as you have seen the feats that I have done all throughout this lovely party. What I really would like is actual magical powers.
Are you
The ability to see in the dark.
have you have you studied magic yourself?
I've got trickery where I can do illusionary magic somewhat. What I really want is that good blowing up style magic.
He wants fireballs.
And were you born with any tendency towards magic use? I have to say, I've never seen anything quite like you before.
And ma'am, to be quite honest, neither have I. So anything really about my... See, I don't know. I was raised by I lived on the streets, so I really don't know much about my past. I have a, I know the stage, but I don't know much about real magic.
I don't think that is something that I can. You said yourself you can create magic, illusory magic, though it be that is still something that not everyone can harness and achieve. So that in itself is something that you can do if it is a particular type of magic, if it is destructive in nature, if it is evocation magic that you desire. I don't believe that we can give you that ability, that inherent ability. That's something that you must either study over long periods of time or be born with. Now, I will say that I'm sure Jimson will be happy to tutor you in different forms of magic if
Okay.
that's what you desire, unless there is a particular item that could grant you an ability of casting whatever you are seeking.
I'm gonna let's put this one on the side burner, ma'am. My hat just told me that it would like freedom, so I'm going to ask for that.
I'm sorry?
My hat. That's the hat on my head. It talks to me sometimes. Sometimes it gives me good advice. Sometimes it's bad advice. I just kind of roll with it depending on the mood, and it seems to want freedom, so I'm going to ask for that.
What?
Your
Your guess is as good as mine. Yes, the hat.
hat asks for freedom.
Yes.
Should
My new hat.
you give can you leave your hat outside and perhaps just walk away?
Oh, no, because
Don't know if I understand what you're.
I put the hat on her head.
No.
No.
It talks.
I
Sounds like penguin.
Of course it does. If that requires freedom, I would say go to the edge of the cliff and whisk it away into the heavens, and freedom it shall have. That is not something that I can give, but you, I think, would be the one to give it, since you are the bearer. But again, if magic is what you seek, we can have you be tutored by Jimson, and perhaps he can give you what you desire.
I guess that'll do then.
Lady Shrewsbury,
Yes.
Phteven said that you had a request of us. What would that be, ma'am?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. What would you like us to kill? Because that's obviously what you...
Oh no.
Forgive my friend's manners. He's very enthusiastic.
Well, we're some sort of murder squad, aren't we?
Yes, what-
Steven holds his hand over his mouth or closes his beak with a strength check if I need to.
Nice.
just eat and finally holds it shut.
Oh, if multiple people are covering him up, then you can't say shit.
Well, I'm gonna go get a beer. I'll be right back. Y'all continue.
Since he can't speak.
Yeah.
So, all right, how can we fuck with Nigel? So,
Give him a ring that makes his dark vision even worse.
ring of blindness. Got it. Let me write that down because he doesn't know what his ring does yet.
Oh, did
Don't look at me like
guys,
that.
did any of y'all ever play a game called Morrowind back in the day?
No, I didn't get
So-
into Skyrim.
I was
There
World of
was,
Warcraft addicted.
There was an item in there called Boots of Blinding Speed, and they were boots that upped your movement by like 4 times, but they made you go blind.
But they made you go blind.
So you could go like 4 times as fast, which is a huge
But
deal
you
in the game
can't
where you're running
see?
around. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, don't act like you're not going to get cursed items in this game. You don't know. You don't know.
So,
Um,
a ring of blinding speed could be entertaining.
So you guys like grab the fucking Aarakocra penguin's mouth and shut him up. And she just says, okay, so if payment has been dealt to, sorry, kids are yelling outside. If payment has been dealt to your liking, then yes, Phteven was correct. There is a request that I would like to make on my behalf and I guess on the behalf of all. So, as I'm sure you saw, there were empty seats at my table this evening.
Yes.
Those were the heroes that fought directly with Torlek and did not return. Before the altercation, I presented either personally myself or my emissaries to create alliances with different tribes, different clans, different towns, everyone that I could think of on this continent to help in this endeavor. Some of these alliances were made with specific promises, perhaps guarantees, but definitely there were, I guess, strings attached to it. Because specific heroes were lost, I am very concerned that these alliances may be either completely lost at this time or teetering towards breaking. So what I would ask of you all is to, on my behalf, go to the homes of these heroes with the items that we were able to recover, if not their bodies. That is something in most cases that were just not possible. But to deliver their personal belongings and my message to try and hold these alliances as strong as possible to ensure that nothing like this ever happens again. Again, this is not a requirement. I'm not giving you an ultimatum. If you choose to do this, there will be additional rewards on top of what you have already gotten. You will be under my employ, which will grant you specific benefits and things that will be, and resources that will be open to you. Some alliances, I will say, with all cards on the table, were alliances that were made out of necessity. Torlek was a problem that completely affected everyone on this continent. Everyone wanted him gone. I was just the one that got us all together. Some of them may have been questionable to some, but I believe it was ones that we needed to succeed. In fact, I know they were ones that we needed to succeed. So, would you be my emissaries in holding these alliances together?
Group huddle.
Well, I was gonna say I was gonna just jump in and say yes, but I would like to know these questionable decisions you've made. Do you have any knowledge of these alliances to give to us, so that we might be better prepared for such encounters.
Additionally, how many of these would be potentially unfriendly to our arrival?
Absolutely, yes. So, out of the heroes that were slain and the areas that I am asking you to go on my behalf, there are 2 in particular that most people would prefer not to go. One of which is the Bone Scuttle Plateau, and the other is into Deeproot.
Ooh.
And if you guys want to do a history check to see if you know anything
Dude.
about this shit.
I do, because I have no idea.
All right, let's
No
do
idea.
Bone Scuttle first.
Oh,
Og,
it's 15.
this is history check. Og, you have advantage.
History.
Okay, 11.
Fuck.
I have -1 to history.
Sorry, I'm waiting for D&D Beyond. There it goes.
5.
Fucking 11.
You can use
15.
physical dice. They're faster.
Use the what?
So,
Real dice.
I'm just giving you shit.
I'm
So
all
you can use
packed.
physical dice, they're faster. Oh yeah, you're moving. I forgot. Okay. All right. So 11 so far is the highest.
I got a 15.
15 is the highest.
Yeah, I got a 5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, we're stupid.
Yeah. Og, you know you've heard of the Bone Scuttle Plateau before, 100%, which is why I gave you advantage. Something to do with stories that you have heard when you were home, when you were home. You remember hearing about the Bone Scuttle Plateau.
Oh, okay. Well, that
Like,
makes sense. Og doesn't really run. Most of the stuff before Og's injury is kind of blurry. So
Yeah. It
memory
triggers
wise.
something in you that like, oh, that
Yeah.
might be something orc related, but that's
Mhm.
all you get. Nigel, yeah, the Bone Scuttle Plateau is an area that's not the friendliest at all. Like most people are just like, let's stay away from there. But yeah,
Bad
it's
crowds in the at the bones. What is it?
Bone
Scuttle
Scuttle
Plateau.
Plateau.
The Bone Scuttle Plateau. Bunch of hecklers, really. Not very advantageous to the theater arts.
Yeah, you got a little higher, so you know that that whole area is mainly occupied by orcs.
And if we're a little plug your ears, Og.
Not doing it. Just say it.
Blah blah.
There's full of dirty, purebred orcs as well.
But Og doesn't like purebred orcs either.
Okay, well there you go.
That backstory I got earlier.
Og feel
Yeah.
deep shame
All
for
right, so-
parentage.
All right, so that's for Bone Scuttle. Everyone do a history for Deeproot.
Oh, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid.
Oh, I got a 2 on that one. I've never ventured there before.
19.
I got 3 on
19.
that one.
I got, yay, 19.
Okay. Deeproot is an underground civilization that's mainly drow.
Ooh.
Fun.
Those that drow are dark elves. They are, yeah, they tinker with a lot of dark magic and necromancy and shit, just from what you know of down there. People that go to
Underdark.
generally don't come back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Never
And the-
ventured there before. Don't
Yeah.
really know what the crowd is like there. Can't help out that much.
I will tell you, it's
those-
not a
those-
very friendly place as well.
Oh, so we shouldn't tour there. We'll
No.
And the other 3?
So yeah, so those are the 2 places. that people
let's go to a nice one first.
She says, oh, I didn't write down the other one. What was it? Okay. She says, so those are, yes, unfortunately, Deeproot and Bone Scuttle are 2 places that I would need you to venture to that are not the most preferable. The other 3 are you would have to venture to Shadow's Breath Forest, to Mount Nimbus, and to Arcove.
Hey!
Mount Nimbus,
Wait, I heard of that before. I wrote that down somewhere. Mount Nimbus, and what was the other?
Arcove.
Arco. Like the gas station?
Arcove
Arcove.
is what I got.
Aha, there we go. Extra letters. Hearing is good. Mount Nimbus.
And she just says, yes, the alliances I forged with and the heroes that they all provided.
Mount Nimbus is where fucking Torlek is. No? Mount Nimbus.
No. No.
No.
Yadavar Peak. I don't know what I've got that.
Was Mount Nimbus where one of the people we rescued were from?
No.
It was one of the places that was listed at the beginning of the description of the continent, but I didn't write any notes about it.
I wrote it down and I can't read
Yeah,
my
okay,
fucking
no.
words. Something about a peak.
I'll give you
Yadavar
this.
Peak.
I'll give you this. It doesn't. So did I mention it? 100%. Is it real important? And you should have written it down because it was going to hold a big sway right now. No. It was when Baylor was giving his big Braveheart speech.
Yep.
We've gotten people from blood. He mentioned Mount Nimbus.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I had it, but I just didn't know what it. Now, Shadow's Breath or Shadow's
Shadow's Breath.
Peak?
Shadow's Breath Forest, Mount Nimbus, and Arcove.
Is there a place on this continent also called Shadow Peak Forest?
No.
Okay, I wrote it down
So it
wrong
was
last time.
Alcove.
Arcove.
Green Scale Mountains.
Forest. I misspelled it.
No, the only thing I'd written down was the Alora, the half-elf female we rescued, was from the Many-Eyed Forest, I think.
It was a town near the Many-Eyed Forest, yeah.
Oh, okay, town near.
Shadows.
And we're getting to that, so yeah, write down what you would like, and then we'll continue.
Breath. Okay. Arcove.
Maybe now, friends, hear me out here. Maybe we should knock a few of these out underneath our belts before we go for like the hard ones.
I quite agree. Let's get the
my only
easier visits
concern.
out of the way
Let's see
before
wisdom in
we meet
My
the
only
aggressive ones.
concern is how dire are these relationships and how soon
Good
do they
question.
need to
Oh,
be?
yeah. Give us a ranking of 1 to 5. Where do we need to go first? No, you know what? Fuck it. We can figure it.
Are there any that are time sensitive? Are there any that are time sensitive?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I would argue that they are all time sensitive. They are aware that their heroes have not returned.
So here's an
Are we
idea.
returning any of the bodies to
Yes.
these? Like, are we dragging actual bodies with us? Okay.
Just like
Just stuff.
Essentially she said that I know I mentioned bodies, there were no bodies to return.
okay.
Or if like the heroes that remained were trying to get out of there, they weren't taking like full-on bodies, they took stuff. So
Can
they're
you tell
basically
us-
They'll pass through Torlak eventually.
Yeah, we can all put it in your hat. Yeah.
Yeah, we put it in my hat and then just kind of go.
Throw it off the cliff.
Throw it off the cliff. Like that
Can
crazy.
you tell us who resides in Shadow's Breath Forest, Mount Nimbus, Arcove? What are the types of
good call.
tribes
So we know who
Point of
who we're
that reside in
talking.
those areas that we would be visiting?
Absolutely. So find where my notes were on this. Hang on. I know I have them all written down right next to each other. Yes, there it is. Excuse me.
Nice. I
So,
give it 7. 7.5. It could have more depth.
So she says, absolutely. Shadow's Breath Forest was home to Erlika. She was our beautiful dragonborn paladin, and you will be returning her sword and her shield.
Dragonborn.
I'm gonna go through these quick because I'm not gonna give you time to write all this shit down.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever. Good luck.
Cabadon came from Mount Nimbus. He was the most gentle Goliath I've ever met, and you'll be returning his brass knuckles. Barzadiah is the drow from Deeproot. You'll be returning his tome. Mariadna.
What? Tome or tongue?
Tome.
Mariadna is the Triton from Arcove, and you'll be returning her trident. And Grip is the half-orc from the Bone Scuttle Plateau with the great axe that you'll be bringing back to them.
Okay.
I still
So
hope
why
that we
don't
can
we
watch
knock
this
out-
over again.
So again, we're talking time sensitive.
Which is why I'm not repeating myself.
Exactly. So why don't we go knock the ones out first, get those all good and done, and then go hit one of these toughies out.
Which one is the closest? Which one is the closest?
Ooh, good one. Should we roll a?
Before that happens, she also says, so that is what I require of you as far as the closest. where did I have that written down?
We probably need to make a pit stop back at the town I came from to get your snail back as well.
No. Snail's at the estate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's a racing snail too.
Snail's at the estate.
Yeah, we're going to take him wherever we're going. How do you think we're going to get
Phteven said he'd be cared for at the estate, so you're good. So the closest to you guys right now is Mount Nimbus. You'd have to go by boat to get there. Let's see. Next closest would be Deep Root. The furthest away is the Bone Scuttle Plateau. This is just from where the Shrewsbury estate is. And then Arcove and Shadow's Breath are kind of scrambled in between.
Thank you. That helps very much.
It does.
Right here, I'm going to mark on the map where Arcove is. Arcove.
Let's go to Mount Nimbus first.
I think Mount Nimbus
Yeah.
is the right choice.
If that's the closest from here, then we can go from there and find out which is closest to that. And
The Goliaths.
Why don't we just keep doing that? It's almost like we're going to be on a railroad.
Okay.
But we should return to the Shrewsbury estate occasionally because all of the resources are there.
I agree.
She also says, wonderful. If Mount Nimbus is where you choose to go, I will make arrangements for that. And I will bring Cavadon's relics for you to bring to them.
Okay. You mentioned something about resources.
Extra resources
and
now that
benefits
we're
and perks working for you.
Yes, to get to Mount Nimbus, you will need a boat, which I'm happy to provide.
Okay.
Also, you will be working under my crest that is
Ooh.
very recognizable throughout the continent.
Cool.
So if you say you are coming on my behalf, certain places may be more willing to accommodate.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that is what I would require. Now comes to the place where, based on your deeds in Torlek's lair, things that I would like to relay to you because of your actions. First and foremost, I have heard from the Tassilai family that they have received back their daughter Elora that they thought had perished. They have requested your presence in the town of Prosperity to give their thanks. There was also a half-elf in the service of Bahamut who would absolutely love to give her thanks in the town of Goldcliff.
Goldclim?
Goldcliff. I know people there. Wait, do I know people there?
I think you do.
Do you? You have to read the notes that you have, sucker. And last, I heard that there was an item that you had
That's
found.
where I live, fellas. Let's go to Goldcliff.
I also had heard that there was an item you had found that is that you were having troubles identifying. It was a piece of jewelry.
Oh, the crest ring.
Yes.
I pull it out and show it to her. This
May
guy.
I see it? May I see it?
Yeah, of course. I hand it to her.
She takes it and looks at it. Just goes, oh dear. You found that? Please, where did you find this?
On a dead body in a jail cell.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a young man?
Yes.
Oh dear. Would you mind if I keep this ring?
I'm
Can you
gonna
tell
roll.
us
Sense motive.
whose ring it is and why?
Yeah, wait, Nigel, what was that? You want to roll it?
Insight.
Is that sense motive?
Yeah, on her motives.
Yeah, roll insight.
Can I as well?
Sure.
14 plus 3. I got 17.
17, that's 21.
Okay. She looks visibly upset and kind of sad.
Ooh.
Just from reading her body, like just saying, can I keep this? You can't tell why she wants to, but just her eyes, how she reacted to you saying it was from a dead body of a young man and her asking if she can keep it, you can tell that she is very sad and a little shaken.
Well, I hand it to her and I say, "Did you know the boy who this ring belonged to?
I did. I did not have much personal interaction with him, but his family and mine have been close for, well, more years than I've been alive.
How long have you been alive?
She
Rude.
She's
steps
in her
back.
40s. You never ask a woman her age.
I don't know. He's a penguin. He doesn't understand this thing.
Just, I'm
Understand how human age works.
It's really none of your business, but this ring, it belonged to Dorjan Firestein. And he was the son of, well, the head of the Firestein family, which we have been doing dealings with for many, many, many decades.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I will
Thank
say a
you.
prayer to him.
Yes.
For
Thank you
him.
very much. Because of this newfound information, would you be willing to go to the Firestein family on my behalf with my condolences?
Absolutely.
Since you found the body and you have the ring, this is something they would want returned.
Where are they located?
You know, that's a great question. And I'm going to just say, because I know so well right now, because it's in my notes in front of me. Is it in my notes?
It's Dawn.
They just,
Are they in Gold Cliff as well?
no, they're not. They,
They're in
The family
Prosperity.
of
That's what it
gypsies
was.
that moves about from town to town.
they
Never really know exactly where they are.
They're in Mount Nimbus.
No, they're not. I'm
Put
not gonna.
this ring on a map and it will guide you to where they be.
You know what? They're from the town of there.
Okay?
Yeah.
From there.
There is
All
where
right.
they live.
T-H-E-I-R
They're from there.
or T-H?
A-R-E.
You know, if
It's
you don't know how to spell it,
EYRE.
No, it's just
There we go.
T-H-A-R-E. There.
you've never been there. If you don't know how to spell it, you've never been there.
Once you're there, you understand.
Thought I had that written down. I did not. Okay. They come from the town of there. So there.
They're folk. I take it.
They're people. They're
Oh, Christ, buddy.
they're from there. So there.
Well,
Yes.
if we ever figure out where there is, we will be sure to stop on our way.
Okay.
Can I roll a history check or a nature check to see if I know where there is?
Yeah, no. Once I get all of like the points down in this map, I will send it to you guys.
All right.
There's one of those places that you find when you stop looking for it.
It's always in the last place you look.
So it looks like, fellas, we've got 6 kind of okay things to go. 2 of these places that it's going to seem like they're going to celebrate us being there. So, let's go ahead.
There are 5 places that are positive and 2 that are negative.
Well, we've
Oh,
got
there. Well, there. Yeah, I'm sorry. There.
we don't really understand. We don't know what the vibe is
So
over
here are your options. Not going with Shrewsbury. You can go to Prosperity,
Mm-hmm.
which is Elora, who you rescued. You can go to Gold Cliff, which is where Genevieve was. They can give you her thanks.
And my
and-
stepfather.
Sure. And then you can go to there, which is kind of for her. Or you can go to Mount Nimbus. You can go to Shadow's Breath Forest. You can go to Deep Root. You can go to Arcove, or you can go to the Bone Skull Plateau.
Are
Let-
any
let-
of these?
Are Gold Cliff or
let me just
Prosperity
throw
any
this
closer
one
than
out
Mount
for y'all
Nimbus?
fellas.
Too much. One time. I heard Chris first.
I was gonna ask the same thing that Lacey was. I was gonna say, is Prosperity or Gold Cliff or there on the way to Mount Nimbus?
So Mount Nimbus, you are going to have to go to by boat. It is an island. It is on an island. So you're going to have to go there by boat. If you want to stay inland, the next closest out of everything else I gave you is Prosperity.
Okay.
Yes, Les.
Okay, so sometimes in the world of the arts, you do one for them and do one for you. You do the big studio picture, and then you do the play, and then you do the small, artsy,
Independent.
man of the people show. So why don't we take that process and do Mount Nimbus, her, and then maybe go check out one of these side ones, us. And
Can't
then
Phteven create portals?
Huh? Oh yeah.
Yes.
Good call.
Portals?
Like,
Yes.
why not portal?
Steven.
Portal, please. We will. If
What,
we were
what
to
do
go,
you? That's great.
Everyone just stops talking and slowly
Just like-
stares at Brad.
Like, excuse me? What? Og.
He doesn't
That
remember
was
much, but what he does is
amazing.
usually real important. He says, portals. Oh, Fablin's globes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, those unfortunately have been exhausted. They took 2 years to create.
Oh, fuck.
We had a finite amount, and those are no longer an option. I'm sorry. Yes, they were wonderful. We loved them. They were the work of everyone combined. The alchemists, the artificers, the wizards, the best minds that we got together created these portal globes. And if we were to make more, which we absolutely want to, it's just finding the necessary ingredients and the time.
Makes sense.
good call, Og.
Good
Lacey,
thinking,
did you have
Og.
something else as well?
Mount Nimbus is the closest, but it's on an island.
So if you're looking for closest,
Closest is Prosperity.
yes, if you're looking for closest, Mount Nimbus is the closest by my map, which I do have written. I'm not bullshitting. Mount Nimbus is the closest. It's on the Isle of Might.
Okay.
Might
On the
make
Isle of
sense.
like
Might.
the sound of
Oh,
that.
that sounds.
Isle of
Yep.
Might. It's on Mount Nimbus, so you're gonna have to take a boat there, which Lady Shrewsbury will give you the boat. She will give you crew. She will give you all the resources you need to get there and get back. But if you want to stay inland, then Prosperity is the closest. It is on the other side of the Many-Eyed Forest, which is south of where you guys are right now.
Oh, so what we could do, Mount Nimbus, Many-Eyed Forest, Prosperity.
What's in the Many-Eyed Forest? Do we? that
No,
we need
no,
to go
you were
to?
thinking. You're thinking Shadow's Breath Forest.
Guess
Yeah,
what? Eyes.
Shadow's Breath is where you're gonna go for like.
My mistake. Well, let's.
I like your idea, Nigel. Let's do the Mount Nimbus, and then we shall go to Prosperity. We can stop back here if we need anything.
And of
Every
course,
time Phteven agrees with me, his wound slowly heals on his face.
You don't get to make this up. That's for
and Lady Shrewsbury, if we were to stop back here in between each of our trips, we would receive payment each time. Is that correct?
absolutely. If the accomplishment is met, absolutely.
So it's not 5 for the price for one. It's 1 per. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Would our
Well,
benefits increase with continued employment?
I don't know what that means. Increase. You have access to all of my resources and benefits now if you decide to undertake this journey and this quest.
I think, gentlemen, do we agree to undertake this journey?
Absolutely,
Yeah, fine with Og.
Nigel.
I have nothing better to do. The dragon things really destroyed the whole market for entertainment right now. So mercenary might be my best bet for now.
Everyone's kind of indoors all the time, afraid of venturing out.
Okay, so you would like to proceed to Mount Nimbus first.
Yes.
We would.
Correct.
Yes.
Everyone is in agreement.
Yes.
Yes. I do want to check on my snail, but after that, then we'll go.
Not a euphemism.
Snail. I've heard of Snail.
How is he?
I
He
have
didn't eat
not
them.
laid eyes on him, but Phteven is very, very much entranced by him. That's all he talks about. I would, if you would like to see your snail, before you leave, then I would talk to my my head stableman and gardener, Handsome.
Handsome. My kind of man.
He looks like me.
He's one.
He's a man.
Oh, it's like
Done.
like a lion tiny.
My kind.
Pool boy.
Okay. So you guys have agreed you're gonna go to Mount Nimbus first. She basically says, yes, I'll prepare a ship. Rations will be on there. All the resources you need. Excuse me. There are gonna be like horses and like things on there you're gonna need for travel off of the ship. Excuse me. And so she says everything will be met, transportation, everything. You are good to go. You don't have to worry about any of it. No coin, no nothing. You're fine. And before she leaves, she says, "Is there anything else you require before I set you on your way?"
Oh, a way to see in the dark.
And a way to disguise myself.
Well, you've already asked for that. She's getting that for you. This is a new one.
A
This is a
torch.
new one.
Yeah.
Why not use fire?
It might take a little while for something for them to come up with. I'll tell you what. Lacey and Nigel, you can both go see Eliwick.
Okay.
She tells you can go see Eliwick and see if she has anything right away that can help you to accomplish what you want.
Okay.
Okay. So for now, if you guys still want to, it's like 8:40. If you want to go for a little longer, we can do that. We can take a quick bathroom break and
That's a
come back.
good one. I like that one.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Good.
Okay.
If we're still recording, try to keep it for a couple minutes so we don't have just dead air for the whole time.
Oh no, I'm gonna talk this whole time. I've got this.
You're
So I've
topped
been
off.
starting like okay. I'd love to see your map eventually, but I'm trying to do a distance arc, like because I've got these notes. They're shorthand for like I don't know, like the closest.
Are you keeping your cats entertained, Crows?
Yeah.
Kitty, can I see the kitty? Anyway, so correct me if I'm wrong, Les. It's
That's
Mount Nimbus
well,
is closest,
Sam.
followed by Prosperity, followed
Yeah,
by Arcove / Shadow's Breath,
Mhm.
In
followed
blood,
by Gold Cliff. Am I getting
Yeah.
that right?
yeah,
oh, shit.
Goldcliff, and then the Blood Orc place.
If
The
And
Orcs is the second closest,
Just-
but it's a bad one.
If you're looking for proximity, closest to furthest, it would be Mount Nimbus, Prosperity, then probably Arcove, then
Okay.
Gold Cliff,
Okay.
then Shadow's Breath, then Bone Scuttle.
okay.
There.
Yeah. I have a home in Goldcliff,
There.
and then I have a my father figure that raised me. What's his name? It's pretty much a Hugh Jackman.
That's
Hugh
funny.
Jack Beast, a wizard werewolverine that goes by the name the Great Dan Claw.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
The Great Dan Claw is funny. Oh, Great Danton. Oh, I love that movie. That was so fantastic. Now, I get them confused, like the titles, because the two Magician movies came out like within
You're thinking of the good one. It's The Prestige.
The Prestige, and then what's the other one again?
The Illusionist with
The
Ed Norton.
Illusionist. I love them both, but for very different reasons.
I need to
Oh.
watch The Prestige. We should watch The Prestige.
Yeah. It's a
I have to
good
check right now if it's on Netflix, because I will forget like in 10 seconds. I swear to God. What am I doing here? The Prestige and The Illusionist. I forgot how much I love those movies.
Yeah, Gross, did you end up finding a jump drive large enough for those goofy-ass Star Wars re-edits I found?
I hadn't looked, but I think I've got a 64 gig or 128 gig lying around somewhere. Actually, wait, no. I know for a fact that I
yes.
just bought a 256 gig flash drive, so yeah.
I have to.
I need
I
to.
forgot because I had to return it because it had some issues, but the new one from Amazon just came in recently. So yeah, it's fine.
Amazon's starting to work better. Like, I can actually order Gundams on it again, and they'll get here, within the month.
Mm.
Oh, I'm about to have to ordering a whole bunch of RV like bits and pieces and parts.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm gonna start doing all those shipments as soon as I sign the papers this week, and it's like, gotta set up a whole new RV.
That's fun. At least you've done it before.
Yeah, I've done it before, and I'm excited. I'm starting to finally get excited, like, oh God, this is finally gonna happen. Okay, good. It's gonna be a lot of money, but that's okay. That's okay. This is the right choice.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Chris, are you entertaining your cats?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hold. Like, yep, okay, here. We're gonna play a little bit.
Laser
will
pointer.
you show Kitty? Is
It's the webcam doesn't work well for that.
Okay.
And grabbing them doesn't work very well.
No.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it does. Some kitties do.
We have one that will, but
Yeah, I've got one that likes being picked up and two that don't, and this is one of the ones that don't really like being picked up very much. Like, she's
Good stretch.
dark.
yeah,
Darkness.
it's dark and she's very dark as well.
Oh, she is. I miss having kitties.
I think I've been over to you places more times than I can count, Gross. I'm still pretty sure there's one cat that you have that I've never seen.
Yeah, this is actually the one you've never seen.
I just saw the little
and
eyes.
he's so dark you can't see.
I just saw the eyes. It's like,
There she is.
oh, kitty!
Oh, she's pretty.
Yeah,
Sneakums.
she's a little tortoiseshell calico.
Wait, do you have a flashlight in there?
Yes.
Kitty! Oh, kitty! Oh.
Gross,
I
did I
wanna
tell you
pet the
our power went out Friday when my parents were here for like
Oh, there she
4
goes.
hours?
That sucks.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned it had gone out for a couple of hours and that you had your parents over. So.
Yeah, that was super fun.
Oh, don't
We
make
sat
me.
on the patio and
It was super fun.
Aw, puppy.
Well, that doesn't sound bad at all.
yeah, that was the first I've seen my parents in since March.
Really? How
Yeah.
far away do they live?
They live in College Station, but my parents are what's the right word? Being super safe with everything.
Cautious.
You're an at-risk population.
I mean, they're
Yeah,
older,
my mom's
so yeah,
my
they're
mom's
at
being the
risk,
same
so.
way. It's
Well,
smart.
they live outside of College Station. That's still one of the main areas that everything keeps popping in. So they just
Oh,
Well, anywhere there's going to be
College
like
Station,
teenagers and
huh?
young
Yeah.
people, yeah.
Yeah, and then I was going out the entire time, so I didn't want to get near them. So
Yeah,
Smart.
you were still having to go out for work pretty often.
yeah, you mean I never stopped going to work?
Well, going out to dealerships and stuff. But
Yeah. It was nice. There's no traffic for 2 months. It was great.
All right. So what are we doing first? So basically saying there's a day. There's gonna be a day that passes.
Oh, I want to go see my snail, and then we're gonna go, and then I just want to see. We got to go to the artificer. And
We need our special tech gear,
yeah.
mission gear.
Sure.
I want my James Bond shit.
Yes.
Cool. Where are we going first?
I-
Go on
Artificer.
for the ride.
okay, yeah, we'll go to the artificer. That's fine.
All right, gonna go see Elliewick.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Wait, I want to know how much should I get paid?
oh yeah.
Now that we're not in front of her, I don't want to be rude.
yeah,
I
don't
wanna be-
throw any in front of her. Here, you guys. You guys got 500 gold apiece.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
nice.
Okay.
Oh, I got I think I got 400 for the jewels I stole.
I think you got 200.
Equipment.
No, I think I got 300. It's in a text thing. It doesn't matter.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I wrote it down, so it got added to my giant fucking gold hoard that I have.
Oh. So yeah, you guys, you're all going together.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go.
Yeah, I
I'll go.
guess so.
You go in. You go find Elliewick. You walk in and knock on the door. There's no answer.
What time of day is it?
I mean, I assume you guys are going right after this.
Hmm.
Well, what time of day is it? What time did we get
Night.
there?
It's not like super late. It's not midnight or anything, but
Oh no, we're going to rest and go see.
Yeah, I thought you
Let's
said we
see
had a
Ellie.
day.
Okay, you're gonna rest and then go see her in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
But if that's the case, then I am going to go see my snail after the merriment.
He
You're
goes
gonna
to
go see
snail and I'll
rest,
go
and
to
then
bed.
Ella
I'm
would-
going back to sleep.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Who's
sounds
going to see
good.
Snail?
go sleep in the barn.
Is Nigel the only one going to go see Snail?
Yes. I don't
So
even know
Nigel
snail.
adventure.
I actually want to go with because Phteven is curious.
Wait,
about
we
this.
converted the carriage. Is the carriage with snail? I assume so.
Yeah, that's where we live. We live in the carriage.
But
Babe,
hey,
I mean,
we'll go
that's
sleep in the carriage.
But you guys
Ta-da!
have been asleep in this makeshift barracks.
Yeah, I imagine we've seen the snail. We sleep in the carriage.
Okay, I forgot about the carriage.
No, you haven't asked about Snail this whole time.
Well, fair. Okay, I'm going to go sleep in my own bed, damn it.
Okay, so Snail, sleep, Eliwick.
Yes.
Who's going to see Snail?
I know me and Kallista because we live with the snail's in our home.
Okay, and Steven's
I'll
going to
go
go
back.
with.
I'll go with Og.
Oh,
Back to sleep.
Okay.
all right, we'll try to keep this short.
Yeah, good luck.
I wrote it down wrong.
Okay,
You wrote LONG instead of SHOR.
yeah, you guys go. So, Lady Shrewsbury told you that her stableman / gardener is named Handsome, and so you got to go see Handsome. So, are you going to go to the stable or are you going to go to the garden? This is at night. You haven't rested yet, so it's at night. You're going to go to the stable or the garden.
Stable.
The carriage is at the stable, though. Yes.
We don't know.
You haven't gone to look.
We're going to go to the stable.
Let's go to the stable.
Stable. All right.
We've got a better idea. Yeah. He's not going to be in the garden.
You go to the stable. It's a fairly large area, and there are a bunch of different pens for horses. There's some cows. There's some sheep. There's like all kinds of stuff in here. There's one griffin, which you're really just like, holy, I didn't expect that here. Holy crap, she has a griffin? That's awesome. And then all the way at the end of the stable, you hear some like shifting around and some what you can guess is talking, but you can't understand at all.
Is it? I can't understand it because it's so far away, or is it? I can't understand because it's a language I don't understand.
Language.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like a back and forth. It's kind of quiet, but it's like, one something and then there's a pause and there's something in like a different like tone.
I cast comprehend language.
Yes. Hang on.
Shit. Wasn't expecting this.
Is that like any language at all?
For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. The spell doesn't decode secret messages in a text or glyphs such as an arcane sigil that isn't part of a written. Yes, it's any language. All of the languages.
All right. Well, I will save you your spell slot and I'm going to retcon because there's no language.
Huh?
There's no language. I'm going to retcon this because the book said there's no language. So there's like little, like, instead of a language, you hear like some knocks, like a, and then like some shifting around and stuff. And then some grounds like a, and then
I just
So
go
there's no
forward.
language.
Wake up to it.
Yeah.
You what?
I'm a little drunk. I'm just gonna keep walking up.
Yeah, this is like at the end pin in the stable. There's a light there. There's a very visible light.
Oh, I'm just yelling for handsome. Yeah.
What do you say?
Is there a handsome here? Not necessarily the descriptor, but the noun. Not the verb, the noun.
Well, handsome's not a verb, so therefore that whole
Again,
thing.
he's drunk. He's just going.
I handsomed him with my
An
feet.
adjective there. You happy? I wanted to say verb. My bad.
So yeah, the knocking stops, and you see a shadow coming out from the light from around the corner. It says, "Yes, I'm handsome."
Oh my god.
Can I roll? Is he handsome? I want to roll for him.
You got to roll shit. Yeah, he's handsome as hell.
Yeah, I think not, Nathan. I rolled a 1. He's not handsome to me whatsoever.
Cool. This thing walks around the corner, and you're like, "What is this giant thing in front of me? I've never seen anything like this before." Lacey, you want to roll a perception?
Perception. Yes, I like perception.
Oh,
I
see,
perceive things.
He just looks like a blob to me.
Oh, why does...
It's like a 7 foot tall, like 300-pound thing in front of you.
23.
It's just a blob.
Just a big dude.
23.
23. Yeah, this is a fearbulg.
Ooh.
Ooh.
This is a fearbulg. He just comes around the corner, and he's just got pretty simple clothes on. He's got like a big, like rimmed hat. That's just on
Your
there.
ones are just
He's
fancy Goliath, right?
Hmm?
No, they're short, aren't they?
No,
they're
they're
like-
big.
It's like
Yeah, they're around. I mean, they're
Owlbear.
tall, they're beefy, huh?
No, it's an owlbear.
no, the Fearbulg's like a big Irish-looking giant type thing.
Irish giant.
They're like
Nature.
red hair
Is it-
guys.
Aren't
Jesus
they into
Christ.
nature and
Look, this
trees
guy
and shit?
is about 7 foot tall. He's about 300
Ooh,
pounds.
they're
He looks
real warty.
muscular as hell. Like simple clothes, big rimmed hat. He's got like a tool belt on, like a shovel and things that are like leaned up against the stand. that
Home
goes
gutters right down the center.
by. He just says,
You finally got
I
around to
had
watching
some.
Rick and Morty less.
I'm handsome. What do you need?
Hello, handsome.
Hello, handsome.
We were sent by Lady Shrewsbury, and we're here to check on our snail and carriage that you've been stabling.
Oh, it's your snail.
It is.
We've become very good friends.
Hmm.
Really? How so?
He likes me. I know what he needs.
You
Oh.
do? What is it he needs?
You don't know? I thought you cared for him.
I do care for him, but I don't have the same kind of connection that our friend Nigel has.
Oh, you're the lady.
I am. I am.
Yeah.
What is it that he needs that you know so well and do so well?
Oh,
I know what my boy needs.
He doesn't like the lady.
I just
We
want to go
never
get
bonded.
Are you the little one?
Yes.
Oh, he was asking about you.
Here I am. Where is he? I want to see my boy.
Right here. And he points to the stable.
Okay. So I go walk over to my snail.
Yeah, what do you do?
I hug him. Tell him I missed him.
He does a little squiggle. You can't tell what it means, but he does a little squiggle.
Does he make like little like
Reach out and
noises?
gingerly pet him. Missed you, buddy. What can I do to win your affection? I'm sorry.
Talking to Snail?
I am.
Snail doesn't understand a word you're saying.
Petting him real nice. Just where he
Where?
likes it. You know, right behind the little eyeball tentacle, like the ear scratch.
You reach
equivalent.
for that tentacle and you feel a hand grab your hand. And Handsome is hand goes, no, he doesn't like that.
What does he
Nor
like,
he hates
handsome?
you.
That makes him afraid.
Oh, I'm sorry. I want to be better friends with Snail. What can I do to make him like me?
Yeah, I help. And he takes your hand, he goes to help knock it. Do animal handling with advantage because you finally have help.
And advantage is 2 rolls than the highest, right?
Yep.
Yes.
For animal handling.
17 plus motherfucking 4.
21.
Yeah.
All right, so he takes her hand and he gives you like a dig, duck, 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 duck around the shell. And he gives it a little like wiggle that he gave to Nigel.
Oh,
And so
Cool.
Snail likes you a little bit better. And he just says, Handsome says, "You gotta find the right area and the right frequency to tell him what you're trying to tell him."
Yeah. How's that, baby?
You don't know right away. You have to try.
I just slap her hand away like, no!
Tough
You
caressing my
trollop.
snail.
You trollop.
He says he doesn't like what you've been feeding him.
Oh,
What have you been feeding him?
grass?
He doesn't like that.
What
Would
does he
rather
like?
Fruit?
He likes dirt and minerals and gemstones,
There we
because
go.
then he can make the slide.
Gemstones. Okay, we
Wait,
can do that.
slide?
The slide. He makes the slide better.
Oh, the rocks are his go juice. I understand.
What's go juice?
Makes him go. It's the slide.
It's a snack.
Yeah, the slide.
Yes.
Yeah. He's
So-
been happy. I've been happy to have him there. Is he going away?
Not yet. We've got to go on a
Oh,
boat for a
good.
little bit. So
Would
we
you
just
mind-
gotta come and check on him before we went on our next
Yeah.
little trip.
Yeah, he's happy. He's very happy. Jimson and Phteven have been really happy too.
Okay. Can I you just keep an eye on my boy. Do you happen to know where our cart is?
That's in the other stable. Is that the weird looking one that
Yes.
folds out?
Mm-hmm.
That's in the other stable.
Could you that's we didn't realize it was here, and we've been sleeping with, I don't want to say it, but the common folk, and we'd like to sleep in our own beds again.
Yeah, it's in the other stable. It's not locked up or anything.
Cool. So I guess
Thank
yeah.
you, handsome.
Thank you, handsome. So yeah, we go and sleep in our own beds.
You're welcome.
Handsome.
Yeah,
While we're gone,
yeah.
would you take very good care of Snail and help him remember, that we're coming back for him? And that we're looking
Oh.
forward to adventures with him?
Oh, I'm very happy to take care of him. I haven't seen something like him in forever. It's been hundreds of years.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Glad you're
I'm
here.
very happy. What's his name?
Snail.
Oh, good. I was just calling him, Snail.
He likes that too.
Okay.
That's his nickname.
Okay, Snail. Okay. All right, I'll take good care of him.
Thanks, handsome.
Okay, thank you. All right, we done with that?
That was great. It was so entertaining to watch.
Yay! Snail likes me better.
And I have a mini of Handsome set up at Hero Forge, so I just click go, and I can have a mini of Handsome here. Oh, I'm making one of Quentin. You guys just wait. I'm gonna make a little snarky, smarmy little 15-year-old Quentin that's doing this the whole time.
So yeah, I guess we kind of wake up. We go rendezvous with
Sleep.
Phteven.
Nighttime.
Okay. So I will say this as far as the long rest goes. So Degnan, I mentioned this before. You can change up your prepared spells
Did.
after a long rest. Okay.
I
good.
did indeed.
Okay. So you guys, you guys are.
I can't change
The
my
boat is
spell.
ready. There are rations. There's a crew. You guys don't have to man this thing. It's taken care of for you. I'm not gonna have you do any rolls or shit. The Isle of Might is pretty close. It's gonna take a day and a half to get there, considering winds and everything are good. And then while you're there, you guys are kind of on your own as far as getting to Mount Nimbus. The crew's not gonna help you. They're there for the ship.
Cool.
So,
We
Is
still
there
need the artificer.
Yes.
oh, that's right. That's something you wanted to do. Yeah, let's do that.
I go knock on the artificer's door.
Thank you. I need that initiation. I appreciate it. All right. You knock on the door, and yeah, there's no answer right away.
What time of day is it?
I mean, it's like 9. Like, you guys woke up and like, okay, let's go see for our stuff that we want.
People are still up and about doing business at this time.
Yeah, I mean, the estate's pretty open. Like, yeah, things are happening.
Okay.
I look over at Og and tell him to work his magic on the artificer.
On the door?
I just want to say that he's here, loudly.
Is the door open? Like,
I mean,
are we just
it's
knocking
shut.
on it without actually trying the knob?
It's shut.
This is a shop, not her home, correct?
I mean, you can tell this is where she works, but I mean, it's a pretty big building. She could sleep here. You don't know. You never
Okay, we just go in.
Oh.
You
Or
open
I
the door?
go in.
You open the door?
Yeah.
It opens.
Okay. I just kind of look around. I guess I look
You're pretty-
around.
I'm sorry, what?
I want to look around.
You look around, you see there's just stuff everywhere. There's like books spread out. There's like little like knickknacks and things, stuff that she's probably trying to put together in one area. There's like, bolts and things on the floor.
Any
There's,
sounds?
like,
Anyone moving
work
around?
area, and then like if you head back, there's like a room to the right and a room to the left.
Sounds? Anyone moving around?
Okay.
Room to the right, room to
Og
the
just
left.
kind of goes like, hello.
You hear a shuffle in the room to the left.
I guess I go knock on the room to the left.
It's a curtain. You don't need to knock.
Excuse me. Anyone there? We were sent by Lady Shrewsbury.
Technically,
Uh,
we weren't, Kallista.
You hear
Came on our own
another
permission.
shuffle.
Oh, she's holding
And
us.
you hear another like
From
very like,
here?
shuffle.
Hmm.
And you hear the sprite took the scissors.
Sprite took the scissors?
What I said.
I guess I'm going to pull back the curtain.
All right, pull back the curtain, and there's a very kind of crude little bedding area, and there's a little gnome that's like really like awkwardly laying across like a little cot, like no covers on her. She's just like, it looks like she like just like fell on it and fell asleep.
Like she had a seizure or something and fell asleep, or she's just sleeping awkwardly?
Over.
Like she got back here and stumbled into it and fell down, and that's where she laid.
Oh, she hung over.
I look over to Og. Go wake up the small one. She seems to have a thing for you. I imagine that she'll be happier to see you than me.
Oh, this is an orc?
No, she's a gnome.
She's a gnome.
Yeah, but she's
Oh,
pointing at the orc.
He caught the wink at the thing. She gave me a beer, but she gave him a wink.
Oh, that was her. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Eliwick.
Mm,
You never went and saw Eliwick.
She's a
Oh.
cutie.
I'm not sure that's in his wheelhouse.
What's that potion?
I'll go over
God,
to
I'm
her
not
and
using
try
the
and
philander of,
I'll try and rustle her. I'm gonna go over
You got
there
it?
and kind of shake the bed and kind of
Shake
touch
the
her
bed or
foot.
Og need poking stick.
Og, come with me. I will rustle her. As if
Excuse
you
me,
are the first
no.
face she sees, it will not be as startling.
Oh.
First time anyone ever said that to Og.
All right, so what's happening?
Have you seen my face? It's ridiculous. Come with me.
All right, what's happening?
We need to get you sack for face.
Well, maybe she would be most receptive to you.
To me? I don't know.
As they're standing over the bed, I use Mage Hand and shake her.
Oh, Christ.
All right, she's like down, and you do that, and she goes, "Nightshades are our ingredient." And just kind of put herself up a little bit, and is holding herself there and trying to look around.
Excuse me, Eliwick, it's Phteven
Ah.
Nightmorn. And Og?
Yep.
Nigel and Kallista, we're here. Are you with us?
Muscles, he's here.
Muscles, yes, Muscles. If that's what you think, yes, Muscles is here. He's
That's probably
next to
Og.
me. If you rub that sleep out of your eyes and take a gander.
Lay on hands. She seems to be.
Who are you? Who are you?
Yeah.
It's Phteven Nightmorn. The disfigured goblin with the javelin?
Yes, I remember. How was that drink?
It was delicious. I appreciate it. Thank
I
you
know I
very
had
much.
one of them. They were good. What do you need?
We were sent by Lady Shrewsbury.
Uh-huh.
For what?
We were sent looking for a way to, one, conceal her identity,
Oh, yeah.
and then to make my eyes work in the dark.
We need your expertise, and if you have some way to aid us in our missions for Lady Shrewsbury.
So, you don't want to look like you?
I want to be able to hide me should Torlak be anywhere
wanna
near
hide?
the area. I want to be able to disguise myself or hide.
Does she have like a coffee carafe in here or something like that?
You can try to look. You can investigate the shit out of this.
Sure.
She goes, so you don't look like you, and you want to see when you can't see. Right?
I got a
Yes.
4.
You can't find shit. It's everything's everywhere. She goes, okay. She points at Nigel. Says, you look in that cabinet.
Okay.
Look in the cabinet.
I look in the cabinet.
You open the cabinet and like everything falls out of it and hits the floor. It's just full of stuff. He goes, yeah, that one. There's some
Glasses?
Goggles?
that one. Yeah, just get those and put them on.
Fuck it. I grab. Do I see glasses? How many pairs of glasses do I see on the ground?
Yeah, you see goggles.
Ooh, goggles. I grab the goggles.
Yeah,
I put them on.
you put them on. This room has never looked clearer to you.
Dope.
You got some goggles of dark vision, homie.
Yeah. Now I can look all steampunk.
So is it like Chronicles of
Steampunk
Riddick,
penguin?
where if he goes out in the sun wearing them, he almost goes blind?
Now,
It's a reverse Chronicles of
Now.
Riddick.
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Man, I watched all 3 of those movies back to back last week.
why?
Ooh.
You just need to watch the one and then be done.
Pitch
Like, I
black.
don't need to see this other
Yeah.
two shit. All right, so you got goggles of dark vision.
All right.
Yeah, that's the sea eyes. Yep, right there. What?
Can I get you a cup of coffee?
I don't drink that crap.
Water.
Me either.
Can I get you an ale? Hair of the dog.
There.
You got one?
I can find one. Do you have any here?
Oh, if I don't know where it is, you're not gonna find it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What else you need?
Something
Kallista
to
here.
disguise myself or hide myself from sight. Not look like me if I need to.
And she like kind of gets up on her knees on the bed and reaches up into a little cupboard that's above her and opens up a door a little bit, like very shakily, and almost like falls, and grabs something and pulls it out and like falls face first on the bed and just holds it up. She goes, here you go. It's a little shawl.
Shawl?
The shawl.
Thank you. Do you want some help? You good?
Take it.
Yes, I do.
All right. She feels it go out of her hand and she just falls down.
Woo!
She's asleep again.
And she's asleep again?
She's asleep. She's
So-
gone.
Kallista, as I was putting my my goggles into my hat, I seem to remember we both have polymorph potions. that let us turn
do.
into sea animals.
Oh, yeah, but why would I want to be a
Oh,
sea?
that was the one I didn't DM. Yep, that one.
Well, if there seems to be a dragon around, you could maybe turn into a sea animal.
That's helpful. Gee, I wonder.
An orca, a sea turtle, a shark, a swordfish, an octopus, or a crab. This is okay. I sure hope we're in the ocean.
I haven't had to roll anything this whole time.
I put the shawl. I put the shawl on, gentlemen. What do you see?
What do I see?
Shawl.
A
That's all it is.
shawl.
It's a shawl.
Ooh, it's an invisibility shawl.
No, it's just a shawl.
Okay.
Just wraps it around her face.
That's all it is. It's a shawl.
Well,
Cover your
gently.
face.
You
Ellie.
didn't want to be disguised and not be seen? Shawl.
Nope. Not it. Ellie.
No, she's out. She's out.
Fuck.
Before we leave, I'm gonna find a scroll or scrap of paper and write her a note, and leave 5 gold pieces for the things that they've gotten. Just because I don't want her to think she got robbed because she was fucking hammered.
Sure.
I don't know how to draw goggles, guys.
I'm gonna also leave her a note with a detailed request of thank you so much for this lovely shawl. However, Lady Shrewsbury asked me what I needed, and this is not quite it. Could you please consider creating or finding something that would fit these requirements?
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Love it.
Should poke holes in it like a bandit mask.
Fucking hell.
It's your superhero identity.
All right.
Lady Shaw.
So, yeah, Les, you have goggles of night.
Mhm.
Yeah. While wearing these dark lenses, you have dark vision to a range of 60 feet.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nice.
So that's it. You don't have to attune to it. They're just, you put them on, you have it. You take them off, you don't have it. They get destroyed, you don't have it.
Okay.
No hits to the face.
So now we can all see
Just
in the
watch
dark.
that crit table. That's all we gotta do.
Lose a item.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put that on there. Yep, that's the new thing. Lose an item.
Yeah. Shit.
Now we can
I
all
don't.
see in the dark.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're wearing your shawl, probably not.
Half
but-
orc. Okay. So you guys went and checked in the snail. He's fine. You found your cart. It's fine. You got your goggles. You got a shawl. And you can go to the boat.
Yeah.
Any other last requests before you go on this adventure?
Would I have found healing potions? I want to find somewhere to either buy healing potions, like 5 of them, if I can, just to have them on hand.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I wouldn't mind grabbing a few.
Well, sir, that would have been Eliwick, and she's passed out.
Okay.
So,
Okay, no worries.
she's the alchemist. If you want to try before you get on the boat to like trade or buy them from other people that are there,
Oh shit. Yeah.
I'll have you do a persuasion check. But guess what, sucker? That's
I
a
got
different-
fucking disadvantage on persuasion checks.
Can I
All right. Do you need me
can
to
I
roll?
visit back with Jimson briefly and see if he's got anything to trade, like spell
Sure,
scrolls?
let's do Stephen first, and then we'll do Jimson.
Oh, isn't Jimson going to teach me some magic stuff?
At some point,
Shit.
not the day before you leave.
Okay.
Oh, is there any way that
3.
Og can send some money back to the church from the town he came from?
Yeah, you can leave money with Nelson Rasselpin. He's the accountant of the estate, and you can leave money with him, and he can send it wherever you want.
You could almost just have him take a percentage out of every one of your, checks.
Yeah, I don't know how much I'll be getting though.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, whatever you want to send to Duck yourself, I'll leave it on you.
Okay. I'll send 100 gold to the church.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got a 3. So I didn't fucking convince anybody of shit.
Yeah, no one wants to trade with you, son. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, nobody likes me, so it's okay.
No, they didn't like you. They may have had it, but they just wanted it for themselves.
Yeah, well, true.
They didn't not like you. They just were selfish.
Okay, fair enough.
That's- yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, I didn't get anything else. I just have the 1.
Oh, you have one? You wanted more?
Yeah, I wanted to get more. I found one
Okay.
in the last adventure. That I
Gotcha.
haven't
Okay,
used.
so Kallista, you go to Jimson for what?
See if he has any spell scrolls to trade that are useful or healing potions, anything like that.
Okay, so you walk in,
Any scrolls.
and he sees you come in, and he just goes, what do you want?
Well, we are about to go on a mission for Lady Shrewsbury, and she gave us permission to come see you, and I was hoping that you had any kind of healing potions or spell scrolls of healing or anything else that would be useful to us while we go do her work, missions.
You say spell scrolls, and he rolls his eye, and he goes, seems like you got a pretty good one on you already.
I do, and I would be willing to trade it, depending on if you had something that would be helpful for us.
No, she's willing to. No, there's no one in the room, but he's looking around. He's like, no, she's willing to trade. Now she wants to trade with Jemson. Oh, what do you want to trade for your scroll?
Do you have anything that would be helpful to us? Scrolls to heal my compatriots or to help us do our mission more effectively? What kind of selection do you have?
My first roll of the night.
Try to persuade him.
Persuade.
Disadvantage.
With advantage?
Disadvantage. He doesn't like you.
Disadvantage.
He
So that's
doesn't like
the
you.
one roll? Oh, I take
So
2 rolls and the
roll
lowest
two.
one.
Rolls get the lowest, yeah.
Well, then that's a fucking 11. God damn it.
Nice tweak in 5th edition.
He says, yeah, I've got a scroll of give everyone life. I've got a scroll of kill everyone. I've got a scroll of do it whatever you want. I've got a scroll of I found the best scroll in the whole continent. Which one you want? He's
Oh.
fucking with you.
We get off on the wrong foot. Maybe we'll see you when we come back, when you've had a chance to think about it. I'm willing to do business with you, but
What?
perhaps maybe you would help these folks.
What?
I'm willing to do business with you.
What?
I'm willing to do business with you!
Bad ear. He's doing it with his bad ear. Going, what?
What a dick.
Thank you so much, sir.
He's still All right. Anything else? To catch everyone up, Jemson really, really wanted Lacey's scroll, Callista's scroll, and she didn't want to give it to him, and she kept wanting information about it, and he was getting real upset and like just launched at her and told her the information, but was really angry that he told her that stuff.
Since I'm there with, are we there with her? Are we saying that we are?
He didn't say, so I was just taking it was Kallista and potentially Nigel.
Okay.
I was just hanging
Probably
out
on the way to come see us or whatever, come meet up with us. I get it.
Yeah, you were looking around for potions and stuff. Okay, so
I was gonna
makes
introduce
sense.
myself with her, and then I realized I felt the kind of vibe in the room, and I just slowly decided, God, this isn't the best time to introduce.
This is not for me. I'm just gonna.
Just sort of melted into the
Okay.
background.
Yeah,
As much a penguin can.
They don't all like me.
just turn around, and then you melt into the shadows.
Yes.
I'm feels
cool.
good at
So-
this.
all right, so you guys are gonna get going.
Yeah, let's get on that fucking
let's go.
boat.
So
I'm on a
you
boat.
decided you're going to go, and Lady Shrewsbury greets you at the dock as you guys are getting ready to go.
Who does? Sorry.
Lady Shrewsbury, and she has a
Okay.
package for you guys, and she hands it off, and she just says, "This is Cabadon's brass knuckles. This is the only thing that we were able to recover. This is the weapon that he used to batter Torlek into submission. And who would like to carry this relic?
I just flipped my hat
Oh,
down to tell him
I'd
to drop
say
it.
give it to Nigel. He has a weird thing.
Hat.
He can take it.
Weird hat.
Don't
Right,
throw the hat
everyone-
away.
Everyone but Nigel do a quick Arcana check. Just a quick one. Quick
Every-
Arcana.
Arcana? Do I even fucking have that?
Wait, Nathan, can we get all the fucking items so we don't have to go back there every time if we don't want to?
17.
Odd critically failed his Arcana check, and he has a -1 to it also.
That's like my paladin with when I crit fail dex checks, I get a 0. It's wonderful.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
wow.
It's basically a 0.
I got a 17.
Are we all doing this? Arcana?
Yeah.
Yeah. Arcana.
Except for me, right?
Yes.
No, already.
Dirty 20.
You guys know that if anything happens to this hat, everything inside it is destroyed.
I'll hold on to it. Or someone else. Anyone not
I will
Nigel.
say, Kallista, I trust. Yes, chances are, if we get into danger, I will be up in front, and I could die before you. I would rather
Fine.
you carry it.
Anyone not Nigel.
Yeah,
is the hat.
I agree. I like your hat, but there's something weird going on. You say talks
You
to
talk
you.
to it an awful lot.
You talk to it. We can't
No
hear
one else
anything.
has heard a voice of this hat. So
That's the
you-
thing. We can't hear this voice you speak of, and I like you. I really do, Nigel. But you're starting to creep me out with the hat.
I'll hold the brass knuckles for now. Since I don't carry heavy weapons.
Okay.
He just puts the hat back on and then just says fine, throws his arm into the air, and then just walks onto the boat. He's not listening to anything else now.
Cool. Okay.
And wait, as I'm walking away, I go into my head like, we're going on a boat. And I just
Oh, God!
Okay.
Maybe it just needs to be cleaned.
going on an
Smells a bit gamey, like penguin.
I'm a very clean penguin.
It's a little
You
like
haven't seen
fish.
me eat anything. Like, I poop where I need to poop.
As you're waddling, waddle
Poop
poop.
where I should poop.
Bloop, bloop.
Oh.
Okay. So you guys, so Kallista has the brass knuckles, yes?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds good.
You guys get on the boat.
Oh, wait, can we get all the items so we don't have to
No.
come back if we don't want to?
Nah, that seems dumb.
She
Bad
said
idea.
that she's like, you said you were going to Mount Nimbus. This is all I prepared.
Okay, then.
You intend to go everywhere before you come back?
We'll
Maybe.
come back.
No.
We'll come
I
back.
do not. I will
You'll-
come back.
Nah.
We get rewards every time we come back.
You'll come back. You'll all come back. Wonderful. Then this is all you need. Anything else?
High five.
I don't do that.
Oh.
Thank
I
you
high-fived
very
him
much.
So not to leave him hanging.
You're welcome.
you say give me a high five? Yeah. Let's do this.
She walks away, and Phteven is there with her, by her side as always. Says,
She doesn't really like to touch people, so maybe don't do that.
I will
Again.
remember that. I'll remember that. I apologize.
Wonderful. Have a great journey. Good luck. Yay!
and then he walks away.
Huzzah.
He's gonna be
Huzzah!
walking towards the stables.
He's walking towards the stables.
He's gonna play with your snail some more or less.
I know he is. That son of a bitch.
Okay. So you guys hop on the boat, and you start going that way, and it's pretty. Yeah, it's like really easy going. It's like a day's journey. Like it's not far. Like by boat. I don't know if any of you guys have been on boat. If anyone, it's been probably Kallista or Phteven. Have you guys been on boat before? Like travels across?
Yeah,
I would think
Kallista
Stephen
been
had
on a
been,
boat.
yes.
We had the sea adventures and the
there.
underwater god thing.
I forgot about that. Yes. I mean, as far as just like in general in your like travels, have you been?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, Stephen absolutely has.
So yeah,
Probably,
it's
probably has not.
it's a pretty like smooth like quick journey. Like you're just like, oh, we're there already. So you guys, yeah, things go well. You guys like don't really have to do anything as far as the journey goes. Like the whole crew is like good to go. They know where you're going. They're getting it taken care of.
What I'm doing on the boat. Something else,
Okay.
please.
I'll be right back. I need more beer.
Excuse me.
Why don't you get a cooler? I fill a cooler every time.
Refill.
Og wishes he brought a fishing rod.
Oh, get suntan. Oh, I'm
See?
looking forward to having. There you go.
I ice up a cooler every time, and it's got a quick top.
I don't have it anywhere. I brought it with me. I forgot.
I've got to learn how to grill. Gotta learn
Put
how
it
to-
on there, turn the heat on, put it on, and let it cook.
Well, yeah,
It
but I've
gets
just
black, eat it.
never done it.
Forgot. I brought it with me. Les is gone. How do we fuck with Nigel?
Hide his lit glasses.
Is his hat gonna explode?
Oh, you're gonna hide his goggles? Yes. Sleight of hand. Someone do a
the
sleight.
hat.
Someone do a sleight of hand and
I
hide his
have
goggles.
nothing in that.
We should have asked
Goggles.
Phteven for one of those like Rocky talkies.
Someone
like, hide
sleight of
one
hand.
like in the hat.
Someone
and then-
please sleight of hand and seal his goggles if anyone wants to do it. Please now. Now's the time.
I'm good at that. Hang on.
Kallista,
Yeah,
you
I don't
have
think
to.
Og would do that, but yeah.
GNAT 20.
21.
Okay. Les,
Yes.
do a perception check.
Oh, 19 plus 22.
22. You notice during the voyage, you wake up and Kallista is trying to like snag your goggles and sneak them away from you.
Hey, buddy! I wanted to check these out. So I wanted to see if she made these or if they were magical because she, as you know, she gave me the shit ass fucking shawl, and I wanted to see
These will do you no
if she
good.
was legit or not.
No.
I wanted to see if she. Here you go, bud.
Bill,
My
to be
bad.
fair, to be fair,
Rest
it
of
will
mine.
enhance her dark vision.
Huh?
It will enhance her dark vision.
Oh, really?
What? How does
It
that
lets
work?
you see further in the dark.
So it would just like double my dark vision?
I can see better in the dark now than I can.
The light.
Yeah.
How does that work?
To be fair, I instigated it. It was all me. Anyways, yeah, it was like a day voyage, and
Oh,
you
so
guys get there.
from now on, I go completely nude, and everything goes into the hat now when I sleep. And by nude, I take the goggles off and put them into the hat when I go.
Yeah, I thought you couldn't nude normally anyways.
I am nude normally. Yeah.
Okay, that's canon.
You wear like a bow tie. That's it.
It's nude and the rapier. That's all you got.
Yeah, like that.
Oh,
Okay. Okay, so you, so the boat lands on the Isle of Might,
Man,
and
I wish the hat was big enough for you to go into and just leave your beak sitting out of it.
what?
Oh, so I could just sleep in it and just. Yeah.
Yes.
all right.
You just need a bigger drawstring, that's all.
Okay, Dungeons and Dragons, let's go. You guys, you guys land on the Isle of Might. It's from what you can tell just by looking when the boat gets up there, like it doesn't like make landfall because that's stupid. You're gonna fucking just make your boat not be able to go anywhere. So it's out in the bay, and like you guys get the little rowboat to go onto the island. But when you're there and looking around, well, do a perception check.
All of us?
Yep, whoever wants to. You don't have to. You don't
Ooh.
want to. Fuck it.
18.
19.
15.
7.
Nigel, you see the pretty water, and you're like, man, I can swim in that.
I can see the look out of that.
Og, you see the boat, and you're like, the little rowboat, you're like, that's where we're going. Callista and Phteven, yeah, the island, from what you can tell from the boat, isn't really big. Like, it's not a gigantic landmass. You can tell pretty quickly when you make landfall with the boat that you're going to encounter some hills that pretty progressively go into mountains, and then there's a very pronounced peak on this island, which you can pretty much ascertain. The peak is Mount Nimbus.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Daytime, what time is it?
you guys, yeah, it's you guys left at daytime from the Shrewsbury estate. If it took a day, it's probably pretty early in the day, like probably, let's say 10 o'clock. You want a time? 10:07 a.m.
I do. Okay, so is there someone there that we can talk to figure out which house we're supposed to be going to? Or is it just like the mayor's house?
House?
Or where we're,
Well, we
who we're
have
meeting
to
up
go to
with?
Mount Nimbus. We have to go up to Mount Nimbus. We have to make our way
Look,
through.
no one asked Lady Shrewsbury.
We did technically
You did?
ask.
It was-
Yeah, Kallista did. Is there anybody we can talk to?
Mount Nimbus. Where is Cabadon's family? We asked where that was.
We did.
Yeah.
He did.
I don't remember that.
Goliath.
So
Is
I
there
think we
a
asked
dock master that we
about
can talk to?
contacts.
Yeah, we did ask about contacts.
I think that's how we phrased it.
Yeah.
It was a
Contacts?
company of us yelling at one point, but contacts were said.
Oh, was it when everyone was screaming at me? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds
Probably.
right.
And you were running through everything because you didn't want to take too much time.
Gotcha. Let's say, sure. They told you, free stuff, let's do it. They told you that, yeah, you need to find, and it's written down, so Cabadon was part of the Gathakanathi clan.
Gathakanabi?
Gathakanathi, you heard me. He's part of the
Gathakanathi.
Gathakanathi clan. Goliaths, from what you know about them, are nomadic.
Nomadic as in family nomadic, or nomadic as in like we're
They
moving-
don't stay in one place.
As in nomadic.
They're mountain gypsies.
The only
Okay,
definition
thank you.
of
That's,
nomadic.
thank you. I just need to know they're gypsies, but they're fancy about it.
Fuck.
You're gonna have to
Thank
go
you.
up this mountain and try to find them.
Wonderful. Who's got survival?
So, here's what you guys. So you have resources available to you as
Oh,
far
I
as
survived.
travel. You
Because
do
we have our
horses.
crest.
You have like the Shrewsbury Crest. You have like, oh, I'm from.
Oh, I have +6 survival.
You have horses. You have like resources. You have rations. You have everything you need. You have camps, like set up tents, all this bullshit. So you're set to go.
Is there a dock master or like we were landing at a dock, so there has to
Well,
be
we
some kind
saw
of.
him.
Isle of Man. No, there's no dock.
We saw him.
We made our own camp.
There's
Kallista,
no
you and
dock.
I saw which way we were,
You
where the
guys
point
had
is.
anchor in like an area that the boat wasn't going to get like shipwrecked and, or
Mhm.
like land like fucking locked, and then you took a
We
small.
took a skiff or whatever.
Think the new world.
Oh, we're camping.
Why that movie sucks,
What?
but it
Black
sucks.
sails.
We're
It's-
gonna do the Christopher Columbus thing and maybe
No.
not murder the natives.
Okay,
It
so
wouldn't really be Christopher
how
Columbus.
is there a path? Is there?
We'd have to roll a probably survival, a weird
Everyone make a
perception of survival.
roll if you want to see if there's a way.
I
of
would
this-
like yes, that.
I'll,
I got a
I'll do a
dirty
survival
20.
roll.
Ugh, 5.
13.
19.
Oh,
I
thank God.
reach into my bag or into my hat. I get a bandana out. I tie it around my head and say, "It's time to go. Go time." Commandos.
Cool. What'd you roll?
A 20.
So with your roll and Og's roll combined, yeah, you guys. What are you taking? Are you taking horses? Are you taking like supplies?
Nigel doesn't like
Yes.
horses, so he's not going. He's probably going to ride. He'll ride on a horse. He will not control the horse.
How-
Right on the
Nigel,
back of
how
me.
about-
Right on the back of me, buddy. I got you.
No, I say Nigel could just ride on my shoulders while I ride a horse.
There you go.
No, we're not doing shoulder. We're not master blastering. I'm gonna say he's behind you,
Okay.
hugging your body like a motorcycle rider.
I want to get one of those little like harnesses like for like babies to carry Nigel around.
You get a papoose?
A papoose, yes.
A baby Bjorn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write this down. There are 3 horses.
Okay.
Yes. And there's Kallista is on one, Phteven is on one, and Nigel and Og are on the other.
Yes.
Okay, let me get to my clear sheet.
I got a little drunk and I lost my character voice. I'll find it, guys. Don't worry.
It's not far off.
Less spoiler alert, it's your regular voice.
It's a little higher, and that's
And a little more dramatic.
Yeah.
And you're good.
I want to
How
say
I
things
talk.
a little more clear
Acting.
and a little more in my chest and slower when I talk.
Yeah.
That's Nigel.
It's uncanny. That's great.
Yeah.
That's it. Right there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's dramatic.
I want to say things a little bit more in my throat and slower when I talk. And that's Nigel.
Yeah.
I'm not British, but I'm very
No, because then I have an
English.
accent. I also stress my consonants when I am speaking.
Oh my god. Vocal classes. All right.
Les, if you want, just pause your audio. I've got Nigel.
Nigel takes a nap in his papoose for a little while.
Yes, he did pause his audio. He did mute himself. No, that's
Okay. So yeah, you guys with the combined survival rolls, like start going up the path, like finding out how to traverse the mountain, okay, and being able to keep your horses.
okay.
Um,
Animal handling or anything, or are they
No.
pretty tame?
I mean, yeah, they're tame horses. They're broken.
Okay.
Do one more survival check for everyone.
Oh, crit fail.
19.
8.
So crit fail 19-8.
And a 23.
Okay. Okay, you guys are able to like it's getting a little rocky. Things are hard to traverse. The 2 really good rolls since you have 3 horses. Actually, hang on. Who rolled what?
I rolled a 23.
I rolled the 8. Well,
19.
5 plus. No.
19,
Yeah, 4.
23, 8 is 31. Half of that is it's around 16. Okay. I'm combining Nigel and Og because they're on the same horse.
Okay. That's good.
That's great. Like, psst, no, you need to go this way.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
Friend, watch out. There seems to be a hole.
There you go. You got it back, Nigel. Where'd you go?
This way.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. There's something in front of a horse.
It's uncanny.
Okay. So, you guys start going up. You're having some difficulty finding ways up the mountain, but like combined with all of your like, hey, don't go here, do that. Like you guys are making good headway going up. Everyone roll me perception real quick.
20,
Oh.
dirty 20.
6.
19.
13.
Phteven and Nigel, you hear something coming from the upper peaks that kind of sounds like singing.
Is it good singing?
Singing away.
Can I make out a language?
Oh, no, I mean it's, give me 1 second on that, would you?
I will.
Just paused and let me look at my notes. Just my notes, nothing else. My notes coming through here
Goliaths have their own language.
would be wonderful.
All resources are notes. Open book
Notes
text.
are resources.
Yeah, I love it. It's in common. Absolutely.
All right, cool.
Says
I speak common.
you do, everyone, I hope. Common.
I'm
I
sort of
speak.
speaking.
Yeah, it's a
Penguin.
I'm just glad Nigel doesn't talk like Daffy Duck, like.
Yeah,
yeah.
why would you say that? Why wouldn't he talk like Daffy Duck?
Yes.
You hear some singing that's very forlorn, it's very sorrowful, asking for help. I would absolutely improv it if I didn't have whiskey and beer in me. But it's as if those who hear offer your help. We are trapped in need of you.
these are so,
Can I, before I go running headlong into it, can I
Oh, God.
roll like an Arcana?
no,
or
dog, that's not what you do. I'm gonna just jump right in here. You wouldn't do that.
Nigel, no.
I'm just, if I see
As a paladin, like that sounds like a siren to me. But
Wait.
like, I want to roll like a
yeah,
knowledge check of some sort to history,
Which one? Well, hang on. Calm yourselves. Calm.
insight, something like where I'm trying to glean what I'm hearing. Like, does that sound like it's something that's real, or does it sound like something that's
no one is here. I'll do this in character. No one that's actually in trouble sings that they're in trouble.
You got a good point there.
Go ahead,
Only
Nigel.
people that want to trap others sing their worries.
Nigel and Phteven are the only one that hears it. So let's say wisdom. Wisdom. Roll wisdom check.
All right.
8. Shit.
7.
I think I know better than you. Just,
You are a
a
paladin.
little bit
Maybe
better
people
than you.
just seem to be in your wheelhouse. Well, mine is between you and me.
I'm gonna look at one thing. Hang on. I'm gonna look at you talk amongst yourselves and figure out
Do you
what
want to
might or should happen.
We could go do that. I can help.
Never mind. I already found it. You're fine.
I hear the
So,
calling for help, and I
here you go.
need to help.
Nigel,
Ride this damn horse.
Nigel, Phteven, someone needs help, and they're doing it in song form.
Maybe they're using. You know what? We do need a bard for our
need to
very
help
little
them.
group. Maybe it's a bard just trying to audition,
help them.
ask for help. I see no
They
reason
are
to
asking for help, and that is my calling: is to help all that
Could
are
be a
in
theater
need.
group.
You
Yes.
need to help
What
them.
are you two talking about?
Phteven, you and your horse, and Nigel, you are telling Og like you need to go this direction, and Og, you don't know better, so you go.
Yep, I want to go towards it.
Og
Where are
not
you
hear
guys
anything.
going?
Must have peanut butter in his ears.
I don't want to go. Phteven does.
Away from you, Kallista.
Wait, guys.
Kallista, come hither. We must save the siren.
What are you talking about, crazy
Come
person?
hither. Just never you mind. Follow us.
There's someone singing help noises.
Somebody is calling for help. We need to help.
You think that might be a trap? Maybe.
Oh, it's most definitely.
My knowledge says no.
I think maybe we should. Can you please
guys-
just wait? Can you
guys
pause,
on.
please? Can I
Wait.
persuade them?
No.
I can't roll persuasion.
No, they're going.
No.
They're already gone. Are you
Well, I'm on
following?
horseback. I'm fucking. I hear it.
I'm
I go.
hanging back, but I'm at a
You're
at a pace.
staying there.
Nigel, do you hear
I'm
that?
not staying.
must
I'm
go.
just
She's following at a safe distance.
slowly watching them from afar. I'm keeping my eye on them. It's like the fuck those kids gonna do? But I'm
gonna
back
say-
here.
I'm gonna say safe distance is 100 feet.
Okay, safe distance. I keep a safe distance. I
Alright.
trail them.
They're in eyesight.
Yes,
They're in eyesight.
always in eyesight.
They're in eyesight. Okay. You guys start going. Phteven, you said you were going first, so I'm guessing you're going first, and then
Correct.
Nigel and Og are behind you, and then Kallista is way the fuck back. So you guys are going. And you see the song, we need help, we need you to save us. Come, please, with your muscly arms. Bring us back to
Muncie, I'll take
where
the point.
we came from.
This isn't gonna end well.
Protect us
No,
from
it's not.
all harms. And then, Nigel.
Oh no.
Nigel?
Yes.
There it is. What, sir, is your AC?
16.
Wonderful. So you hear the song, you're like, oh, please keep going. We need to, the harms and my arms, and they need. You're just like speaking in fragmented sentences, and then this happens, something swoops down and claws your ass. Oh, where are they? There they are. Hang on. You pause for me 1 second. Well, there's that. You get 3 slashing damage.
Do I see it
I
happen?
rolled 1s, 3 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then,
Do I see it happen though, Nathan?
huh?
Do I see it happen, or does it happen?
I mean, you're going to. So you get slashed with a couple claws, and then a club comes down and misses your head.
Okay.
And Phteven, you 15?
Miss.
I figured. And then that's definitely missed because that's a 2. Yeah, so claws come down on you and fucking swipe past you, and the club comes past your head. And as they go back up, even though it's kind of like windy and like things going around, you see 2 harpies fucking just like dive past your head.
Okay.
So let's everyone roll initiative and let's see if we get through this real quick.
Six.
I had my markers in here.
21.
8.
That makes sense.
All right. I'm sorry. Who had 21? Okay.
Steven.
I had 18.
I got 8.
6. Which makes
That all
sense.
does make
Y'all
sense.
are the
Yeah,
ones-
absolutely.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ow. I'm way the fuck in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Where this is gonna go? Whoop. Excuse me.
Doggy, you're in my way. I'm sitting on you. Move. What are you back?
Yeah, I know what I must do.
I know what I must do.
Oh, like that.
Kallista, what is your dex bonus?
2.
Okay. All right, Phteven, you're up. So you
Do I see where these things disappeared to?
I mean, they kind of just like go down and swipe at you and go back up.
All right, so how far away would you say they are?
Why? What are you gonna do?
Well, if they're not obviously within melee range, correct?
Correct.
And who is near me? Is me and Nigel and Og is within my range?
I mean, Nigel and Og are by you. Kallista is way the fuck back.
Okay, well then I'm gonna cast Bless on myself and Og and Nigel.
Cool. That means you guys get a D4 bonus to whatever attack or saving throws you make.
Cool.
Did I? Okay, cool. Anything for your bonus action?
I'm going to try to. What have I got? I've got disengage and evade and hide, right? Disengage and hide. Do I see any?
I'm sorry, that's for your main action.
Well, I've got an extra attack, is what I've got. I don't have.
Well, you didn't attack. You cast a spell.
Okay. So I cast a spell. I cast Bless.
That's gonna be your action.
And then what do I see around? Can I do a knowledge check of some sort to see what these things like any weaknesses or anything like that on the? You said they're harpies. Do I know that they're harpies? Or does Phteven know that they're harpies?
Hey, you're gonna do a history check if you want, and that's gonna be your bonus action.
Right. Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh, nat 20 for a 22.
Oh man, these are 100% harpies. They like to sing to people to try to charm them into their fucking grasp, and they aren't nice.
Do they have any weaknesses?
You.
Pointy things.
Pointy things. All right. That's my turn then, because I don't have any movement. I mean, I don't know where we're sitting in relation to them, so I'm gonna just kind of chill where I'm at. I cast bless and
down at you. Yeah, they swipe down at you, and they
went
like
back up.
and they're going back up.
Okay, that's it. That's all I got. Cast bless and find out what they are, and I relay that they're harpies. They're harpies.
Sweet, Nigel, you're next.
How close are they to us?
They were coming down. They like swooped down. And they're going back up, and they're like coming around to come hit you again.
Okay. I'm just looking at my options here.
Absolutely.
All right.
Is it possible to delay your action until they get close enough to attack them?
Should be. Or like ready in action. Can you do that?
I should have.
Like that,
Hey,
Yeah.
hang on a second, Phteven.
Yeah.
Do a wisdom save again for me, real quick.
A wisdom save.
On this wisdom save.
What do I got? Saving throws. I have a +4 to wisdom. Cool. Doesn't matter anyway. 9.
You don't do anything. You don't know shit. They're singing and it's beautiful. Nigel, do wisdom save.
Shit.
22.
Yeah, you go and you are like, why am I listening to this fucking song? And you can do whatever you want.
Why am I bleeding?
Yeah. I cast Witch Bolt.
Cool. Which one?
On the let's say whatever the closest one to me.
Say 1 or 2.
2.
Cool. Love it. Okay, go for it.
Let me see. Make a ranged spell attack against that creature.
Yes, please.
Okay, so let me see. Let me just. Oh, okay, cool. 26.
That is absolutely a hit. Please roll your damage.
All right. 11.
Cool. That connects and it is attached to that harpy.
Yeah.
You can do it again if you want to. Next up, let's do just this. This is harpy number 1 coming in and is going to try to come down at, let's say Og. Why not? Because she took a swing at the other 2.
No.
Down at Og. That's a 25.
Oof.
When she comes down, do we not get
I was just gonna say opportunity attacks.
Yeah, do we get opportunity attacks? Because they got crazy like flying bullshit.
No. This is the one that you're concentrating on the witch bolt on, or the other one you're concentrating on the witch bolt on, so you're not going to be able to swing at this other one. Og, you take 5 slashing damage,
Okay.
and the other one misses, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so she comes down, swipes down, slashes at your ass. Next up is Og.
Okay. Let's see.
So they're just trying to like swoop down and come up and swoop down and come up. So they're like trying to.
So none of them are in melee range right now then, right?
You know what? I'll say this. She ran away from you after she slashed at you, so you can get an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Only Og with his longsword, his new.
I have a
Yes.
long sword. Am I in range?
It is long.
I've
Okay,
got a long sword.
Like I actually have a long sword, you fucking perv.
Okay, yeah, I'll take an attack then.
Nigel's just
Go for it.
pointing at his junk.
So 17 plus 7.
That is a hit. Please roll your damage.
Okay, do I add the D4 to it for damage, or is that just a hit?
That's just to hit. That's not for damage.
Oh, well. 2 plus 4, so 6.
6. Cool. All right. So that is. Next up is the
Don't you have stuff
Kallista.
you
You're
can throw?
next.
Oh, don't you have stuff you can throw?
Yeah, but I don't know if I can get
Don't
like
forget your
a
D4.
javelin or a hand axe out after attacking with the longsword.
You've got
That
a
was
plus.
an opportunity attack.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'd say that's a DM discretion thing then.
Nathan,
Hmm?
can you
So
pull the
that
weapon out?
that first attack was with the longsword because they were close
Oh,
enough.
she ran away. Yeah, go. If you do another attack because she was running away, it's going to be a ranged attack.
Okay, so I would need to try to attack with a javelin or hand axe then.
Javelin, hand axe, something. Yeah.
Okay, I guess if I can go ahead and take a swing or take a hit with one of those,
Yes.
I'll try to throw the javelin at them. While
Go
she's
for it.
running.
Same one.
Yeah, same one.
Cool. Go for it.
Okay, 13 plus 7, so dirty 20.
Yep.
Okay, javelin is d6. Oh, so 6 plus 4, so 10.
Ooh.
All right. Cool. Yeah, she catches it right in the back, and she kind of does that as she's flying away. Next up is Kallista. 100 feet away.
So I'm going to move my full distance towards them, 30 feet. And I'm going to.
What's a full distance for a horse?
Let's say 60.
Oh.
So I'm gonna look it up.
Perfect. So I'm going to move to 50 feet, pad the distance. And I'm going to use my bonus action to and spend a sorcery point to twin the spell and cast.
Let me guess. Chromatic orb.
No, this is my bonus action. I said bonus to cast Shield of Faith on Nigel and you wear plate and you wear, I don't know, so Nigel and Og.
All right.
So that's two to y'all's
Og doesn't wear
AC.
armor.
Og doesn't wear armor.
Okay.
He just has a shield and natural like defense. So
Okay.
So each of you get 2 to your AC for the next 10 minutes.
nice.
So that's boom.
Awesome.
And that's my bonus action. And then for my action, I am going to, again, spend a sorcery point and twin the spell and cast Chromatic Orb. Hold on, wait, not ready.
Points multiple times.
Say again?
Can you use sorcery points multiple times for bonus actions or actions?
The way I read it, yes.
Okay. If you want to use it. I'm just see sorcerers are the ones that I haven't made the most of, so I'm just like, what does that happen? If you want to use it, use it.
Okay, because it doesn't have any specifications about you can't do it twice in the same turn.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Cool.
So, another point to twin the spell to cast Chromatic Orb, 3rd level, and it is. Oh, don't suck! Yay! I didn't suck. The math is slow. 21 to hit.
On one, yes. What about the other one?
And then the other one is another one. 23.
Yep.
Okay, so the first one is going to be, I like that it does the math for me, 29 damage.
Ooh, Jesus.
And the second one is going to be 15 damage.
Holy shit.
Crap. Okay. 29, 15.
Correct.
Everybody else.
Cool. How do you want to kill that first harpy?
Well, yeah. So the first one's going to be fire damage, fireball, and her wings catch on fire and just all sizzles like barbecue, fall into the ground, but it's chicken bones, and then I light on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Your horse.
All right. So
It doesn't hurt anyone around me that I don't want it to.
gotcha.
It's like your poor horse.
So if you're primarily targeting her wings, I would say the wings go away and she just plummets towards the earth and cracks just like straight into the fucking ground and just like from the face on, just like crumples back and she's dead.
Face planted.
Absolutely. Now we're back up to Phteven.
So how many are there left? Just one?
Just one.
I'm going to cast Command.
What's the range of that?
60 feet. Is it within 60 feet?
Okay.
Yes or no?
And what's the? Do I have a save? Is that an attack? What is
Doesn't say, but I think with my spells, if I'm casting a spell, you have a charisma save. Not very high, but it's 11. It says spell save DC 11.
Okay,
I'm
so
guessing that's yours.
11.
Yeah.
That's charisma.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Well, that's a 17, so that doesn't work, son.
Never mind.
Very
And
charismatic.
What do you say?
then, I was gonna say land.
Yeah, she didn't listen to your ass.
Yeah. Fuck.
She spits at you.
So there's my action, and now do I lose that spell then?
No.
Even though I failed?
That spell
Yeah.
slot is gone.
Oh,
Okay.
the spell slot. Yeah.
Now you can cast it again. You just have to use the same slot, but yeah, that spell slot is gone.
Okay,
All right,
and that's what I want to make sure, so I'm crossing it off right.
Yeah.
And then I will pull. Can I, as a move action, can I pull out my javelin?
Sure, you can ready that one up.
Okay. And then
Next up is Nigel.
I'm gonna keep the good witchblade or bolt.
Yeah, no, that one's dead now.
Oh. I guess I'm gonna use my bow and arrow, and I'm gonna shoot the other one.
I wish you would. Go for it.
All right, let me do a wrong one. 16 plus
Yep.
8.
That's a hit.
Yep.
Do that. Roll that damage.
1d6. 4.
Okay, this
Wait,
thing.
5. Sorry.
Well, which one? Well, which one?
It's 5.
Okay.
Oh,
This one-
actually, shit. I'm sorry. It's 6. My bad. It's 6. I got a smudge here.
You know, math is great, and I know it wasn't
7,
major.
9, 12, 52.
I took math a lot in college, Nathan, in the same class over and over and over.
I understand. That's why this one's going to go for you twice.
It's me.
All right, this one's going to come down since you hit it with an arrow, and it's going to come at you twice with its claws.
All right.
2 to AC.
I got you. It's written down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a 22 and a 24. So I'm going to
Okay.
guess that hits both times.
Cool.
All right. 2, 4.
I guess so. I can use my uncanny dodge. I'm gonna. I guess. Do you
Is
want
there
me
a save?
Hang
Does it
on.
have
I
to
need
be
to,
a bless that gives you a D4 to
Nope.
your save.
Nope, that's
Okay.
an attack roll.
Just checking.
I needed to grab a couple more dice. Hang on a second.
Oh no,
Hang on. Just you wait.
Nigel, what did we do?
Ooh. So this is 13 slashing damage.
Okay.
Nigel. And then it just comes down, hits you a couple times, it goes back up.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna use my uncanny dodge to like half that.
Cool. You get I'm trying to remember if that rounds up or rounds down.
I've
Seven.
been on these, and it runs down.
I'm gonna say 7.
All right.
Rounds up.
I don't
Not
remember.
looking too hot, guys. Not looking too hot.
Cool. Next up is Og. So this thing just fucking swooped down and swiped your friend twice in the back and then went back up.
Hmm. So I'm guessing it's not in longsword range then. So
Probably not. Do a
So we're not getting opportunity.
do a quick dex check.
okay. 13 plus 1, so 14.
Sure, you get a swing.
Okay.
Before it goes up.
I'll take a quick swing with the longsword then.
Go for it.
Ooh, nat 20.
Yeah.
So
Sure,
I
go
guess
ahead.
roll for damage.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about the crit table?
We'll do crit table. Where's that? Hang on. Where did I put it?
5
can't forget the
damage,
crit
but
table.
still.
5 what?
5 damage.
Yeah, it's dead already. I don't need to do crit table. How do I kill this thing?
Let's see. So it swooped down, it attacked Nigel,
And it's trying to go back up.
and while it was trying to go back up, Og was quick enough to pull the longsword out. Let's say that what Og actually managed to do was it was trying to get away, and he just kind of skewered it.
Oh,
Just like blindly, like
Yeah,
poked it
just sort
out.
of stabbed out without even really trying to aim that much, and just sort of ended up just like almost like a skewer, like a chicken. You're gonna rotisserie, like
Right
Alright.
through its mouth.
All right, I'm gonna paint you a picture. Ready? All right, so this thing swoops down. Nigel and Og are right here, and it just comes down and it's like click, click, gets Nigel and tries to go back up, and as it's going back up, fucking Og just gonna click and throws his sword out and it goes through her foot, and it goes through the body, and it goes through the face.
oh.
It just like fucking lays there, and you feel the weight of this thing on your sword as you just go up.
it's just
Kind of like you feel the weight of it, and you're a little confused as to why your sword is so heavy. You just kind of let it, like, with your momentum fall and go forward, and this full-bodied harpy just falls down at the front of the horse. And it's just there, and it's dead.
nice.
And you're out of combat.
I'm gonna dismount. I want to check the bodies.
And I'm going to come forward and start inspiring leader and heal everyone for 10
Yeah,
points.
I'm gonna check on Nigel,
Ooh,
make sure he's doing okay.
Do you need any?
Like a thing for
It's like,
inspiring.
Og felt Nigel take several hits on his back. So
Everyone gets 10
Yeah.
points.
Yeah, if that's,
Alright.
if that's the
Wait.
case,
Calm
I'm
down.
HP.
Inspiring leader takes a certain amount of time. Isn't it like 10 or 20 minutes?
10 minutes.
You're going to sit there and encourage everyone for 10 minutes?
Do we get
Well, we
extra
need
10?
to discuss where
Do we
to
get an
go
extra 10?
now
Because
with
I
all
don't
this jazz.
need-
No?
I don't need anything. I didn't get
Okay,
hit
never mind. Then I'll
once,
just come
so-
forward and cure wounds on Nigel.
Dope.
Okay, never mind. I won't do anything.
Dope.
can I get my javelin back?
think you said
or was
dope,
that
not
was
don't.
that with the javelin and the harpy that Kallista
Yes
like burned
or
up?
no?
Sure.
Okay. Sure, I get it back, or sure it's gone.
You can get it.
Okay.
Did I get healed?
Yes.
What?
It is click.
Hmm.
Motherfucker, click. Come on, you D&D Beyond.
Gaelic.
13.
Okay.
Ooh,
Cool.
nice.
Cool.
Nigel, how are you feeling?
Physically okay. Mentally a little disappointed in us, to be honest.
Yeah,
Well, Nigel-
that was not our best decision.
Yeah, both of you guys totally
Mm.
got enamored by the harpy song, and we're like, yes, we should help them. Absolutely.
I apologize. I heard help us, and I just my mind went to helping, and I couldn't stop myself.
You seem so convincing. I thought, why not go?
I apologize.
Maybe let's wait
I
for the
will-
whole group to say yes.
I will.
You
I will.
look
From
very-
now on, I will wait for the entire group. I will not lead myself. I will ask before I charge it. I apologize.
Wait, okay.
But I want to do a perception if I can to search the bodies.
Oh, well, that's investigation, sir.
Investigation.
So should they have some kind of nest somewhere close by?
You don't know. Do history.
That would probably be a history or perception. But,
Yeah,
okay,
whoever
so I'm
is
gonna.
investigating the bodies, investigation. Whoever's wondering about the harpies, history.
I'll do a history check.
Oh, this dice is rolling
Oh,
rugs.
18.
I got a dirty 20 for investigation on the bodies.
Oh, 19 for history.
All right, 20 on investigation. Do a 20.
On the bodies, yep.
They're a bunch of naked harpies, man. They got a club in their hand. They really, I mean, you can pluck some feathers if you want. That's all.
Might as well. Fuck it. I'll take a couple harpy feathers.
Cool.
Yeah.
4 harpy feathers. Go for it. Put it in your inventory.
Sweet. I'm gonna put it in my inventory. Fuck them.
19.
Who knows?
And a what for history?
History. Where to see if there's
1918. Cool.
Yeah, 1918.
Yeah, you guys can tell they generally like congregate around the same area, but it's not a guarantee that you're going to encounter more.
I was just thinking more if they had like a layer to loot now that these two are dead, but
There might be one. You have no idea where this thing is because they're aerial. You don't know where exactly.
yeah, they wouldn't necessarily be attacking us right from their nest, so.
Yeah.
all right.
Okay. Okay. Everyone do one more survival check for me, and then we'll call it, or we can keep going.
I got a 12.
13.
7.
And I probably need to call it because I've got real work in the morning.
Work
I'm
tomorrow.
sorry, real work
Yeah.
So do I.
as opposed to our fake work?
I got big work. I know I have fake work.
Fake work is me driving all day, going to dealerships. Real work is me having to be in front of my boss all day. I got real work tomorrow.
I have fake work. I'm collecting unemployment in the morning. So
Okay.
That's all I'm doing. So
I'm working from home and helping my kids help me do it. So.
Well, I got school in the morning. I appreciate. I'll say that. Akai has school in the morning.
How much longer do you have school for?
He's
We're
got
done.
3 more. He's got 3 more days, and he's done with first grade.
That's
Yeah, Zoe is done with kindergarten. She's moved on to first.
Crazy.
I'm sorry. What were the rolls again? I completely forgot.
A 10.
I have 13 was the highest.
And 7.
I think 13 was the highest.
Let's finish this and then we can stop with the recording.
Sweet. So, yeah, you guys collect yourselves after this, and you're trying to like figure out where this is going on, and you're just trying to get forward, and you can't quite figure out where to go after that roll. You're just kind of aimlessly like, we have to go higher, and that's all you know. You can't quite tell if you're making it towards the Goliath camp. You don't know a whole lot about Goliaths, but you're just like, we killed these guys, so maybe we're closer because they may be attacking Goliaths. I don't know. With the 13, you're not 100% sure. You haven't found any like Goliath tracks or like, oh, this is where they're going. You're just trying to like make your way up this mountain.
What time of day is it? Is it like relatively getting kind of late?
Oh,
You landed at like
10:37 when we got on the beach.
as you're going through. Yeah, this is like midday. It's like noon.
Okay, so it's probably too early to
Yeah,
really
sky's up.
like camp.
It's
for the
just like
night,
it's a
so-
mountain, so like winds are whipping, snow is going all around. Can't quite tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there a place that we can make camp
There's
safely?
no point in making camp.
Or people?
I mean, you don't need to make camp at this point. You guys rested on the boat.
Let's head north.
Sure. Towards the peak, towards
Let's go up.
Can we see the peak from over the top of the trees?
Yes.
on a big island.
So we'll head that way. I mean, we don't have.
Towards.
Nigel and I fucked up by going off trail, and now we have to go back towards the peak.
Inland. Towards inland.
Sure. Why not? I like it. Tally ho.
Tally ho, off we go. Silence.
What do we see? What's going on?
We see.
More
Yeah, what do
mountain.
we see? What's Is there any sign of previous camps or trails?
Not with those rolls, you don't. You see a bunch of different ways to go. Yeah, you can try to go up more. Like it's not just like one peak going up trying to get that. They're like, it's a mountain
90.
region, so you can like try to go east. You can try to go what? Like there's not just like you can go down, you can go up. You can like try to stay along the area you're on.
East.
I will. You know what? I made a poor decision. I will go east with you, Kallista.
Y'all want me to? Let me ask my hat.
Ask the horse.
You're asking your hat?
I can't talk to
I
the
think we might
horse.
be better off asking the horse as an inanimate
What do you
object. I do
ask?
not believe that it would work.
What do you ask?
Go ahead. Do what you're.
I asked the hat, which way should we go? Up, down, east, or west?
You and only you hear a voice that goes, yeah.
Yes.
hat.
It's like a magic 8-ball hat.
The hat's not being
Signs point to yes.
so.
Signs point, yeah.
I guess Stephen and I's vote are moot at this point. So
Yeah, I agree. We Kallista, it's up to you and Og. We shall
not good
follow
sign.
where you.
I'll say this. I'll say there's a path that leads you into a higher elevation. There's also a path that leads you east to another like mountainous region.
And Goliath, like the upper isolated area.
No, they're nomadic. That's all you know.
Oh yeah, we did roll history. And
All right,
found
then
that
the
this is
other path,
nomadic.
not the up, but the other one.
We'll go east. All right,
East.
all right.
It's fine with me.
and that's where we end, huh?
Og throws his hand around and goes east, and you guys go east.
All right.
Okay.
I'm
Stop.
sorry, I go
Recording.
Og say east, and you go east.
Og spins his sword around and goes in the direction it falls.
And he throws it in the air like a
Swords say
baton,
go down.
and then catches it, and it points east, and goes that way.
All right, fair enough.
Boom. That's where we'll end it for tonight.
All right.
Stop.